Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Why am I still Padoru?
Oh no, you still have the Padoru avatar.
Christmas season. Let's go.
Christmas in July.
No.
Christmas in July. Wait? Let me just refresh it so in case. Did you change it and it didn't work? Hi guys.
Pretty sure changed.
Oh no.
We padoruing. It's okay.
My Fuji tech such a hater too.
Wait, let me refresh it. No, it's still the Padoru.
Why?
I don't know. I
The
refreshed
program
it
really
3
said
times.
it's Christmas time.
I don't do forever. Yeah,
I
it's
swapped
still-
my
yeah, did you
own
change
Discord
it?
avatar. Try to refresh it again.
Yeah, you need to change it on Fugi.
I did. It's even on the default.
Yeah, no, it's not changing for me. It hates you. Wait, let me see.
No.
User's choice. Oh, there you go. Maybe I can click default override. No, I'm trying to change it back to like the user's choice one, but it doesn't work. Never mind. Yeah,
I'm
it
stuck
doesn't-
in Padoru.
It's alright. We'll
Yeah.
celebrate Christmas in July then.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
it's fine.
Anyway, hello chat. Sorry, I sound so crunchy. Hello, cursed by the Padoru, someone says. Hi everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. We're here. How did you guys like the song? I mean, it was out on Hoyo Fair like last week? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah,
Time-
last week. Yeah.
Time flies. It has been a week
It's
already.
so insane.
How did you guys like this song? Today we are gonna show you guys the stuff that happened, you know, throughout our production and stuff. So let's go.
We have some stories. for
Yeah,
sure.
we have some stories. Been listening to it. Oh yeah, it actually came out on Spotify like yesterday. It got processed faster than I, you know, expected. So yeah.
That's pretty cool though.
My mod, we like it a normal amount, surely.
So modest.
But yeah, I don't know what to say. All right, let's introduce ourselves then.
In what order?
Okay, Koo, you
Starting
go
from you.
first. Yeah,
Oh shit!
This time,
Left
who
to right.
first?
this time Koo first.
Hi, I'm Koo. I did the animation for the music video, and I also drew the illustrated backgrounds for it as well. I forgot to mention it in the last
In
stream
our watch party.
because I completely
It's
forgot
fine.
that I did any drawing whatsoever.
I feel like it's like we did a bunch of stuff for the project and then none of us know what we actually did. So,
I mean, to be fair, we all contributed like a little bit like of each person's like main role.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we kind of everyone's cracked. Anyway, let me chill Koo. So Koo actually did the background and the rigging. So, you know, rigging as in what was it?
Live 2D rigging.
Yeah, live 2D rigging.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, Nash, you go next.
Hello everyone, my name is Nash, Nash Mohandes. I produce music for Zephyrianna, and I composed the song as well as recorded the instruments, did the mixing and mastering,
Yay! Also
and some of the lyrics. Well, most of the
yeah.
lyrics. Yahi, who's a spinning padaru there, she helped me with the Japanese parts, but for the most part, lyrically, it's I did most of the lyrics as well.
Y'all are cracked. Alright, Yahi! Tell them what you
Hello. I can't stop spinning. Okay, so
did.
I'm Yahi.
Face me, don't turn away!
Don't turn away.
Forever facing.
You just stop turning away, Yahi.
I can't intro myself like this.
Someone asked you, are you dizzy yet?
No. Okay, so I'm the MV anime. I can't even speak anymore.
Fine.
MV animator and the storyboard artist. Yeah. This is my first
Yay.
couple project. So I put
go.
100%.
I'm
Nearly
so proud of
100%.
you.
Yeah, Big But Zephy is like, no, you should not put 100%.
I'm like, you're trying so hard. Like, please don't stress out. Yeah, because it shows killer work. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, your efforts didn't. It was fucking worth it, you know.
It brought everything together.
Yeah. Like
Like
it
the
just
glue.
glued. Yeah, you are the glue of the group.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go. She's the
Adoro glue.
Glue
You
Doru.
literally chucked everything at you. You just made it together.
If I may interject for a second, like so
Yeah.
you all were saying like Yahi put in like a ton of effort in this, right? And Zephyrianna watchers may remember me saying like usually the best hits like musically from me is the ones that I put in the least amount of effort. I will go on record and say this song almost killed me, like mentally.
For real.
Yeah, so this was such a far cry from like compared to Poison, where I think I've gone on stream and said like I was just like whatever, and I finished a song one day. This whew,
Yeah, oh my
my
God.
head.
Nash has so
My
many
head.
stories to tell you guys. We will talk about it in like when we show a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
So yeah, how we're gonna do this is you guys are just gonna share screen on Discord, and then you guys can point your cursor at stuff, and
Yep.
it'll just show on screen. So yeah. Anyway, last person, it's Yoon. Yoon Yang.
Yay! The goat illustrator.
Yes!
Yeah!
Yeah, hello, I'm Yoon. I do the character art for the music video, and yeah, it was a lot of fun and a lot of chaos. I tried my best, and I was really grateful to have such a supportive and great team. Woo!
Yay!
Yay.
It was amazing. I don't know how everyone just kind of pulled this off. It's everybody's first corporate project here, right?
Really?
I think.
No.
No? Okay, maybe
Like not
I'm the
as
noob
in.
here.
I mean, like, I worked on projects with you on things that I consider to be larger, but I don't know if they would be considered as corpo projects.
I mean, this one's corporate, like as in, it's
Yeah,
under
then this would be, like,
Hoyo verse.
My first, like, big one, I guess, yeah.
What
This
about
would be
you,
my
Nat?
second like game studio, like AAA game studio like job. Yeah, the first one is
Yeah.
it's bleep redacted. I can't say it because I'm still under NDA.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I felt that.
Yeah, but it's another
You did a
thing
AA
for a
company,
place.
so
Yes.
I did a thing, you know.
Woo! Yeah,
Yeah.
I think most of the things are forever NDA. So yeah, I also did redacted work on redacted. And, last year I also did multiple redacted for redacted, so that was cool.
Wow.
Let's
Oh.
go.
I don't know if I can actually ever share that. So technically speaking, this project is the first one I can ever share publicly. So
Like,
that's
as
actually
a-
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like portfolio and kind of like shill yourself and be like, I
Yeah.
did this.
Look at this!
Someone in chat said all secret agents, spies, and assassins can't tell you anything. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff to show you guys today. Nash, are you ready? Can I?
Let me share my screen to the VC first.
Okie dokie.
And then
Yeah, I'll have to like poke around.
because we didn't
Mhm.
actually check like if the audio like works
It
on my
should work.
for
Yeah, it should
Yeah.
work. But yeah,
Alright,
we'll find
so-
out.
So I have shared my screen now, so it should be showing up on your end.
Your mic is going through the stream.
Oh, double? Oh no.
Yeah.
You can just mute yourself, and we can just watch and listen to you
Yeah.
through the stream.
Yeah.
How do I watch your? How do I watch your screen? Oh, never mind. I found it. Are you okay with showing your desktop?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get it up on.
Hang on. Am I
like the
supposed to
fridge.
mute my mic or yeah, it's a fridge.
Wait. Don't mute yet. Don't mute yet. I need to. Hold on. I'm trying. Discord screen. Does it show up? Ah, there you go. Pop out. Hold on.
Dude, your desktop is so clean. I have
Right?
files just everywhere.
Oh,
Same.
cool. This is I came prepared. There's another screen. There's another screen like towards here. that
okay.
all the crap is.
It's literally I have somebody coming over. Let's just shove everything in the drawer. This is fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm looking at
I
your
feel
screen. I'm like,
that.
I'm embarrassed by my own desktop.
Why is it
Once
not
once
letting
you
me
get my screen
show?
on the stream, I can show everyone. Like
Yeah, it's showing the wrong stream for a reason. Oh, never mind. I got it. Okay, let me just quickly put this in the right position.
That Homer Simpson meme of clipping all his body fat towards the back.
yeah, exactly. That is exactly me right now.
Snatched.
Okay, let me see if this works. Please.
My desktop is kinda organized, and I've
Yay!
seen
Okay,
my
it works,
friend's desktop being so bad. It's like images on the desktop, and I'm just like, no.
That is such a mood. Okay, I'm I'm gonna make us tiny now because you know we're in the way of the screen. It's tiny. Okay, we good. Nash is our I don't know if there's sound though.
Yeah, let's check. I'll play something and
We're so small. Should we voice like small people?
did any
Small! Oh my gosh!
did any sound come through from here? Like if I play this?
No. No.
No?
Am I? Do I have you muted? Oh, I'm sorry. I had you muted. Okay, there you go.
How about
That's
this?
out. Now we hear you twice. You can mute now.
Hold on, do I mute from?
Mute your Discord.
Or
Yeah, mute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mute your Discord mic, and then can you talk?
Testing.
Okay, we can still
Yeah.
hear you. So we can hear you through your
Okay,
through
good.
your screen. So
So let's check if this is playing on the stream.
Yes, it still works.
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All
So all right. First off,
Yes.
okay. So there's one problem with this setup is like the voices are extremely delayed. So I will try to sort of reorient myself to the chaos.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome everyone. I'd like to just before I even start, I just want to show off like the track setup.
This is
So this,
Oh no.
so this is the project file. There
Oh
are
no.
my god.
What the actual?
It's the
There are-
150 track.
yes, there's 150 tracks here.
Insane, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, I did post like a high res link on my socials if anyone cares to like if you want to look. Although to be honest, I don't think you'll learn anything from looking at this. But yeah,
How did your PC survive?
Why are there
It
so
didn't.
many vocal tracks? Half of this shit is
Oh,
vocal
like this.
tracks.
This looks like a live 2D model file, but worse.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is really bad.
So you asked why are there many vocals? Is because like I kind of have different processing for different sections of the song,
Mm.
and I actually end up having to like bounce or render or freeze, whatever you call it,
Oh my god.
because otherwise the thing wouldn't play. Like my PC
okay.
just couldn't handle
Gotcha.
this many tracks. Yeah. But yeah, this is a track setup. There's a lot of like frozen tracks here because otherwise I just couldn't play the thing.
It hates you.
Yeah. So how does actually before I move on, Zephy, you want to actually sort of just give a rundown of like how this project even came to be?
Ooh.
ZZZ contacted me and I was like, oh, sure. Oops, sorry, I burped.
It went down
I said-
exactly like
I
that.
said sure, and I was like, "Bleh." Yeah, but that was pretty much it. It was pretty much like, so, the person in charge was like, hey, what's up? This is not
Oh, no.
working out. Anyway, yeah. So, person in charge contacted me and then was like, oh, hey, do you want to do a song for a video game? And then I was like, yeah, sure. And then I grabbed Nash and then I asked Yahi, like, hey, would you like to do a thing? And then Yahi was like, oh my god, fuck yes. And then I went to Yoon. I went, like, someone recommended me Yoon, and Yoon was like, oh, okay, that sounds fun. And then Yoon said yes to it. And then we realized that workload's kind of crazy. So I was like, cool, help. We need a second artist so that our main character artist doesn't die.
Yeah, that was very, very good.
Also, full disclosure, I've never played Zenless nor Honkai nor Genshin, like any of these games. I've never played them at all. So when we had the earliest like I guess calls with the rep, the Hoyo rep. Like I had zero idea like what was going on. I was completely clueless. So I had to like read some wiki articles, watch some videos to kind of, and I still didn't like get it. Like even after like weeks when the project started, I was still kind of like fumbling around.
We all had a
knowing.
class section.
Yeah.
It's like a study group.
Yeah, we had like a Zenless Zone Zero like study group with like Yahi
that did
and
help.
Yoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yahi and Yoon helped us so much. Like they
Yeah.
wait, are Yahi and Yoon the only people that play the game here?
I think.
Yeah.
So, probably.
Yeah, I think it's just the both of you, and
Yeah.
Ku doesn't play it. I know about it, but because I've talked about it with my audience before, I knew what bang boos were, but that's about it.
So you
I
knew
knew what
about the
bang boos
cutest
were. I
little
was like,
helpers. Yay.
yeah, I was like, oh, bang boos are so cute, and then I'm like, I don't play gacha games because I don't have the time, So yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Can't
So
believe you're
yeah.
here now.
Yeah, exactly. It turned out amazing. So yeah, the study group definitely helped. And after I watched I had to watch like a few like previous Hoyo fairs. Like they've done this before, right? Like, so I watched some of those and okay, I kind of get the idea now. So it's basically the fan songs, like kind of related to the games and like just celebrating the game or whatever, So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then so initially the guy was like, okay, so we want like, can you make something like, like sort of lighthearted and like positive and, like,
Something lighthearted, happy.
yeah, and like, and then I was like, okay, sure.
I mean, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, initially I was like, okay, sure, we can try that. And so I wrote a few like different versions of the song. So I'm about to play to you guys some of the earlier like renditions of the song. It wasn't even like whatever you hear now was like a completely different than what it was like how it started. So yeah, I'm gonna play. I think it's this one. I think
It's very
I
soft.
don't even
Hold on.
remember how it's
Let me turn off the BGM.
is it coming through?
Yeah, it's coming
Yeah.
through. I
Okay.
need to. Yeah, I turn off the BGM.
Okay.
Right. Because-
Okay, so this is like so there were actually many more files. Like so as we were talking with the person in charge, like we kept sending him like demos, like so typically I write songs with MIDI first. I don't actually play the guitars physically to kind of like speed up the songwriting, and in case I need to change the song key, whatever, I can just drag and drop. So all of these demos are like in MIDI form, so I could like iterate quickly and send them like stuff to listen to. So there were many versions, but this is the one I'm choosing to like show everyone here. Yeah.
Oh, this is the first song that you made.
Yeah. So that beep synth thing is like basically telling the guy, okay, this is how the vocals will sound like. Because, I can't get Zephy to record like if there are no lyrics yet. By this point, there were still no lyrics. Yeah, so I sent them this, and then they kind of said, "Oh, okay," and then they want to hear it like with some lyrics at least or something, because they required us to like show them our progress like in every step. So this is another thing I wanted to like mention is like they, in their mind, they have a specific like workflow of how songs are made, and we, as in our team here, like went like completely against the grain of like their suggested like a process. So Zephy, do you remember like initially they wanted us to like show the lyrics first before we actually do any demos?
Oh yeah, so what basically went down was they had like a set they had like a set, what do you call it? Like a process?
Yeah, they have their very specific process. Yeah.
Yeah, we were basically like, oh, okay, we don't really work like that. We work backwards because they wanted the lyrics first. And then we were like,
Yeah.
oh, how do we make lyrics if there's no song? So-
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, no. I mean, some people can work that way. Like, some people write lyrics first before they
Yeah.
commit to like the sound of the song. I know a lot of people do work that way, but we couldn't. So, because the way that Nash works is kind of different, and I know Nash's like process pretty well because that's I've been working with him since the start of my VTubing journey, right? So. Yeah, I was like, oh, can we like give you a song first and then you guys tell us if it's okay and then we'll work on the lyrics?
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened and then yeah, so without saying too much, the first song didn't hit as much, so we didn't feel it. So yeah, we didn't feel it.
I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So like typically the way I write songs is I always do choruses first because I like back before I met Zephy, when I was doing like music for like like bands, real life bands and stuff, like I was always not always, I was often called in to do what's called top lining, where people hire me to write choruses. So for me, like choruses are like the most important like element of like these modern style songs. So the idea is that if I hum something and it sounds good, and then that's more important, and then we can sort of like retrofit like words on top of it. But some people write the words first, and then they kind of like play around with the syllables and melodies and whatnot. But for me, I'm like just like. Na 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 first, whatever, and if that na 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 sounds good, then any kind of lyric will sound good with it. That's my philosophy when it comes to like writing like pop music, basically.
That sounds about right,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, because like people will listen to the chorus and like they will want to remember it, right? So it's always important to like nail the choruses. So once the guy was happy with the the idea, basically, so I got Zephy to record some quick vocals in it, and this is kind of what it sounds like. Oh yeah, I also changed like I kind of like after I sent the first demo, I was like, okay, I'll just change the song key and the riffs a little bit.
Oh yeah, like
It's a song for this.
I don't remember singing this.
Yeah, right?
I have wiped it from my brain.
Yeah, so this iteration of the song actually took like a lot of time. Whatever everyone hears, like Ashes of Victory, is actually it it came up like towards the end of the project, like pretty close. So actually, I spent more time.
I don't think it was that close. Like
Not that close, but
it was like
Yeah.
close to the end of our self-imposed deadline.
yeah. Our self-imposed
Yeah.
deadline. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if let's say I'm just gonna pull out numbers out of my ass, but let's say if we had like a like three months to like finalize the song, I think like 2.5 months was spent on the first song that we ended up just throwing away anyways.
No, I think it was 2 months because
2 months, yeah.
I think we started
Something
in
like that.
May. Yeah, I don't remember, but without
Yeah.
exposing too much information, yeah.
Yeah.
2
So
months,
and
probably.
like
yeah.
so one of the like things that actually kind of like blocked me from like being happy with it is like because I kept like you know they said, you know, make it like a light song. They don't want a heavy song, right? So
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
wanted,
okay,
like,
so
a happy, you know, a lighter, maybe like pop punk kind of thing, you know?
yeah. Which I'm, you know, like I'm okay with doing that, but like I don't know, like it just didn't seem right because they wanted some kind of like they wanted the song to be about like Bellabog and, you know, like the
Yeah, I think the biggest reason why
Sons of Caledon.
pop punk just didn't hit quite right is because we were literally talking about a biker gang and a construction company.
yeah.
Because Bellabog, wait, Yoon, can you like lore drop for the?
Yeah,
like,
don't worry,
drop
don't worry,
on
it's
chat, please?
fine. It's fine. So Bellabog Industries is led by Kaleda. Kaleda is the girl with the eye patch and the red hair that you saw in the video. And they're construction workers inside and outside hollows. So they're relatively tough, right? They have like bears and like, I don't know, like muscle dudes. And literally
Yeah.
Anton calls everybody dude. And Grace is building heavy machinery and they can enter hollows and do like cool stuff. And Sons of Caledon, they're literally a biker gang, like in and outside the hollow. So they live out in the outer rings, which is outside of New
Outer
Eridu,
ring
so
of
the city. They're
Eridu.
literally like kind of outlaws. So they literally just do their stuff and are pretty tough, and they have to survive on their own. So it didn't really feel like ooh kawaii woo. So, yeah, I think it's actually more fitting to go with like a more serious tone there.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
putting
you
them
gotta
together.
Explain, you gotta explain what the hollow is.
Oh, I'm so sorry too. Oh
Don't worry about it.
Basically, a
Hollows are-
corruption area. Corruption area.
It's
Think
like,
of
yeah,
it as a
inside the hollow.
corruption area.
So it's kind
Yeah,
of like a
thank you,
portal to a
Yahi.
different world, right?
Yeah, it's kind of so they literally disaster struck areas caused by ether energy corrupting everything. So you cannot enter these spaces without a time limit. You gotta enter a hollow and like kind of keep track when you entered it, because everybody has like a different ether amplitude, and if you stay too long, you will actually be turned into an ethereal monster. So hollows are pretty dangerous, and people usually avoid them if possible. So working inside the hollows or like delivering items or being on a construction site pretty close to one is actually really, really dangerous. And also their equipment can get corrupted and supplies, so they always have to be very careful. Yeah, true, hollows. I should have explained it.
Yeah,
but-
hollows are so complicated, honestly. I still don't really understand how hollows function, because it's kind of like a different world where if you're not from there and you enter it, you'll get corrupted into one of the beings in there, you know?
Yeah, kind of. So they're a catastrophe, and I think there's no fixed solution yet why they appear and why some are very, very big and why some are rather small. They just spawn kind of. And there's accidents where they can just pop out of nowhere, and then there's smaller hollows, and then people obviously have to get evacuated and guided outside of the hollow. And there are also people, for example, like older people or children that have no ether amplitude whatsoever, and they will literally just with the contact of the hollow, they will just turn into monsters. So special units and like cops and section 6, another section, they're actually taking care of that because they have like really high ether resistance, and then they can enter the hollow and save people and fight ethereals, and it's pretty cool. But it really depends on your personal tolerance level, and you can get that tested, and depending on that, you can also like join forces with, I don't know, like the city local security and stuff like that, or you should just stay away from holos completely. Kind of like that. Yeah, they're still figuring out how to save everyone kind of and keep it under control. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah. I had to like look up all of this like while so like so after the first pop punk thing, I was unhappy, and then I told Zeffy like like, can I do a Mick Gordon and just do metal anyway? Like, if anyone is not familiar with the story, is like so Mick Gordon is a guy who did music for Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. So the story goes that id Software, when they hired him, they were like, dude, don't do metal. We don't want metal.
I think what they told him was no guitars.
Yeah, no guitars. Like we want just synthesizers and like, no metal, no guitars.
Yeah, they wanted like heavy, probably like dubstepy music, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Mick was like,
and I think he did submit a few demos as well. Like, and then they were kind of just like back and forth with it for a bit, and then he got the idea to like add guitars and edit, synthesize it with chainsaws or whatever, and it was like, no metal. I'm just gonna go ahead and do metal anyways. So.
Yeah, because honestly, it just didn't feel right to make Bellowbog and Sons of Caledon like, cause freaking it's Bellowbog Construction like company, right? What was the name of the company again? Bellowbog.
Yeah, Bellowbog Industries.
Bellowbog Industries.
Bellowbog Industries. Yeah. So they're a freaking construction company. That's metal, like literally metal.
Yeah.
That's actually
literally metal.
Yeah, they
heavy is
metal.
in the name. It's heavy.
Yeah,
metal, literally.
Heavy Industries, like,
Yeah.
and they work with metal, like, cause they're a fucking construction site. And then you have the biker gang. Biker gangs are so metal,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
We're like, hey, we have this other song.
Yeah, so I did tell him like before I submitted the song to the person in charge, I was like, I kind of have like this other thing cooking. Give me a moment and I will like attach it like in the next message. And then I was like, okay, I want something really heavy, but I don't want it to be like ultra heavy. And I looked back to like Zeffy's like first ever. I think some of you who have like astute hearing would immediately detect the inspiration. So I wanted to like do a throwback to like Kingslayer from like Bring the Horizon and Baby Metal. So that was kind of like the sound I wanted it to be. Yes, because it's like Zeffy's first cover, right? So this, in a way, I was like, I messaged Zeffy and I was like, you gotta check this out. This is like literally like Kingslayer 2, like Kingslayer Part 2, like.
Yeah, and I like it. I was like, this sounds like more. This probably sounds better on my voice as well because, if you guys like, can you play the first song again?
Yeah. So.
Like the first song had like such a large range. It went really low and then it went really high.
Yeah.
So I had to like. Yeah, I had to kind of.
And then suddenly he goes into like.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, it's fun, and also obviously that's like a demo. So I just kind of went to. Wait, Nash, did I just go to? I think I went to your studio, and then I was just like, okay, let me just fucking yell this on the spot. Like,
Yeah, you did, yeah.
And I was like, ah! That was it. So Vox was kind of raw, but I did have to like basically like jump through hoops with my voice to be able to perform that. It was a really fun song, but it wasn't like catchy enough, if that makes sense. It was more of a, I don't know, Nash, would you call it like a pop punk emo vibe?
Yeah, it's definitely pop punk. So the first song is more inspired by a very old band called Ice Set to Kill. So yeah, it's kind of got that like a post-hardcore / pop punk sound to it.
But
yeah, so
yeah.
yeah. And then so you know, I was like, oh, nah, we can't do this. We need something more like a jump scare, you know, like something more in your face. It'll melt people's face, you know, like when they listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I immediately wrote. So I think I came up with a new demo in like 1 or 2 days, like compared to the other one, which took months. So I quickly drew it in MIDI and I sent this one to the person in charge. So I have a listen. Oops, sorry, wrong song.
One.
Yeah.
Happens.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
It didn't actually change much. Is it that one?
I think hang on, just give me a sec, yeah? I may have saved this incorrectly. Holy shit.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, this one.
That one.
Sorry, guys.
They're all the same names. They're all called demo. Like,
yeah, exactly. Confusing. Yeah. So I quickly wrote this version. I just scribbled it in MIDI and I sent it to the person in charge.
Yeah.
oh, this one's lower. 1, 2, 3, go! There you go. Oh yeah, the lyrics are a little different as well.
Yeah, so I just wrote like
so low.
yeah, it's much lower.
It sounded more in my range compared to yours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I imagine this song to be played like either on an 8-string or like tuned to drop E or something, which the final version did end up being sounding drop E. But yeah, so I wrote it much lower than what the final thing ended up being. So I sent this to the... So with the old version, the emo / pop punk / post-hardcore version, we went back and forth like a lot. So I would send something and, you know, we get a lot, like a laundry list of like feedback. You know, what they like, what they don't like.
Doesn't sound quite right. Can you like try something here and here? You know, maybe make the intro not so long, you know, make it like hop into like the interesting part right away, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And then when I sent this one, like immediately they was like, okay, let's go with this one.
Yeah, they literally just said okay. Like, they literally just okayed us.
So I knew like, okay, this is it, you know? So I quickly constructed the rest of the song and I couldn't get Zephy to re-record like these demo vocals. So what I did was I raised the tune of the song because I figured like, okay, if this is going to be played in a drop E, it has to be this high. Plus I wanted Zephy to sing higher because towards the end, the last chorus, there's like some modulation going on where the key raises by like 2 semitones, I think. So
I don't remember. Was it 2?
Yeah, probably 2 or 3. I can't remember. But anyway, so like I want her to hit the sort of like the threshold of her like pitch limit. So
yeah,
I had to raise.
It had to sound a little hard to sing, if that makes sense. Like I was so relaxed in that demo version because I was like, wait, what was the key again? Like face me, don't turn away.
No, it's like a face me, no, na 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 na.
Come undone.
Yeah, it sounds very sleepy.
It's very relaxed. Like it's in the
Yeah.
point in my voice where it's easy for me to sing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we needed to, stress my vocal cords a little bit.
Yeah. Plus, we always enjoy torturing Zeffy's vocals. So.
It's fine. I'm okay
So much
with it.
fun. Woo.
Yeah, so I quickly went on to finish the rest of it, and but I couldn't get her to re-record, so I ended up like just pitch shifting the old vocals.
Yeah, for like a
So it's gonna
placeholder. So
Yeah, and this sounds really chipmunky. But yeah.
it was just a placeholder. Who cares? Yeah, and the way I sang in this was kind of slurry as well. It sounded way better in the final.
Okay, so by this point, yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
So by this point, like I knew I wanted there to be rapping here, right? And I knew like it was gonna be in Japanese. So, but like I didn't come up with the lyrics yet, so I had to put like a placeholder there. So I went ahead and recorded some really stupid like vocals. I was like, yeah, we don't know what Zeffy's gonna rap about. So yeah, let me show you the part.
Okay, play it.
Don't know what this is about. Figure it out. This is censored by Xiao. And for the document to go.
Oh yeah, and this part was actually screaming, and then we changed it, right? Yeah, and we changed it. Like, we added singing to this part, right? This is all Nash.
So basically, I was just like,
It was just
like,
Nash making random sounds.
Exactly. There were no lyrics in it by this point. So.
Someone said, was that the Eminem?
Will the real thing can you please stand back? Please stand back. But yeah, so this is typical like how I work with with Zeffy, with anyone, like just I will
Yeah,
just
he just
blabber
sends
nonsense.
me a track with like blah 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 blah, blah, and then I'm like, okay, I'll figure that out. Like,
Yeah.
that's just
Okay,
how we
vampire.
work.
Okay, Lord
And,
Dracula.
So yeah, I sent them this as well, and they just said okay. Like there was just no more feedback at this point. They just roll with anything. I kind of wonder if
Wow.
like I don't know if they kind of just gave up, or I don't know. But I genuinely think they like it. I honestly, I think they like it.
I think they liked it because if they didn't want it,
They'll just say no, right?
I
Yeah.
think they would have just kicked us off the project or something.
Oh no.
I don't know. I mean, people
Yeah.
liked it though.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
So another, I guess, fun fact. So again, those of you who are like paying attention, pay attention. Would-
Attention.
So those of you like Zeffy fans especially would notice that I repeated the same motif that I did in Poison, the Has Been Hotel cover. On the choruses, where it's sort of like a doom da, kind of like upbeat thing, and then it goes into like a halftime. Dun, 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 da, and then it goes back to the
yeah.
yeah. So like, you know, Poison was like one of our, like, I guess, most successful covers. So, you know, if it's good, I guess
Yeah,
just
I think it's sitting at it's close to 2 million now, actually.
1.7, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's like
Yeah.
1.7.
So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So just, you know. Yeah.
You just Nash copied himself.
Yeah, there are no lyrics here. It's a random laughter. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, we decided to ditch that in the final. I think it was cool though, like, but you know.
I probably meant it to be like some kind of like demented cackling or whatever, but yeah, we just got rid of it.
But
We replaced it with like vocoder.
Hee hee ha ha. I don't even know what you're saying there.
Chipmunk.
Kind of giving cats too.
Nightcore, just like the Bite Me song.
Space chipmunk.
Space chipmunk.
Yeah. So yeah, we submitted this, and then like, you know, they just said, okay, go ahead, you know, just go ahead with it. So yeah,
I remember they said the rap lyrics part isn't so good though.
Oh yeah, because
yeah.
it was a placeholder. So
It was a placeholder,
like,
so they thought that was gonna be
sound like a nursery rhyme or something, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, that's not the final.
yeah. It's
And
not
then when
final.
we actually submitted like Yahi's version, they didn't say anything. They were like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So when they gave the okay to proceed it, I called Yahi and I was like, help me please, like figure out the rapping part, the Japanese lyrics and all that. So we sat in call for like, I think like 3-4 hours, kind of just
Yeah.
trying to figure it out. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. She also showed me like a bunch of like, you know, like Japanese rappers that I've never heard before, so that's also cool.
Yeah.
You know? Mm.
Because I'm a big fan of Japanese rap.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So,
he
yeah.
actually helped me out with the actual rapping in the final as well. I actually went into call and was like, Yahi, can you backseat me because I don't know how to rap.
Yeah, I remember
sound
you send
sucky.
the first version, and I'm like, it doesn't sound. It sounds off.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Yahi, help me. Like, so Yahi was basically my vocal coach for the entirety of the rap because I had no idea what I was doing. So, you know, I was like, okay, we gotta make this sound cool. How do I make this sound cool? And then Yahi had to tell me, okay, you gotta sound a little more sassy. You gotta like say the things a certain way. You gotta like pronunciation. Where do you go up? Where do you go down? And then we made it work. Thank you
We
so much
reference a
for
lot of-
saving me. You are my goddess, Yahi.
No, that's the thing though. Like, it's not just me. Like, I think Nash and Cool was in there as well, and then they
Yeah.
suggested a lot of female rappers and like Cool coming
Yeah.
up
To be
the.
fair, like you and I,
hypnosis
we had
mind.
like very similar taste in music.
I
So
think
we're like,
that was
oh, okay,
really
let's try to find people that
yes.
had like this same level of like swag, so that
Swag.
Zephy has some like references for what to do.
Yeah.
Is someone in chat
I
said,
definitely
like,
wanted.
Yeah, he
Go ahead.
is a big fake type fan. Yes, Kanga.
Yes. Yeah. Fake type.
Yeah,
Fake type was definitely
he
the references
responded.
we. Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely wanted. So I told. Yeah, he like this part has to be like arrogant, kind of like arrogant sounding, you know, like so. That was the vibe I was going for.
Yeah.
So I can't write in Japanese, so the process was basically like I would write it out in English first. And then
The ideas of it.
the ideas of it.
concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
how
then-
I write too, so it works with me.
Yeah. So the first verse, there was also another like Japanese part, the not the rapping part. So that one I did with another friend on Discord. He's called Namsan. So he lives in Japan. So kind of the same process as well. Like I would write it in English, and he would kind of just translate it, and then we would just iterate on it until it fits the melody. So yeah, that was how it went.
Naruhodo.
Yeah, it was really it was so much fun. It's such a fun process. I feel like this is one of the projects where I learned a lot, because yeah, I learned how to rap in Japanese and sound like a bitch.
Actually, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have a bunch of stems here. We can
Hey,
isolate your
let's go.
vocals.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh my goodness, that sounds insane. There's so many layers to it.
ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
so-
had to have a lot of like emotion in it and stuff. So
I remember the super fast part. Zephy was like struggling so much, and I'm just like,
yeah.
this is not the right way. Yeah, like I had to record my own guides as well, and I'm not the best singer. So.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
guide helped me so much
The
though,
guide helped a
because I
lot,
was
yeah.
like, I can't pronounce every single word. I have to skip some syllables, but I don't know what is, appropriate to skip, Yeah.
What is Riol?
Neboru. It's a Japanese female singer. Who works with Giga.
Oh, I know
Is that
Riol,
also a
but-
rapper?
Is she a rapper?
Ryoru.
I don't.
Technically, she can be, because I know she writes lyrics for Giga songs as well.
Yeah,
like
she
before.
does.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
I don't think.
I don't think Ryoru is referencing.
Yeah, we didn't
this
reference
No.
Real in particular, but I do know who Real is, so.
Musically, I would just go on record and say the main inspiration was Bring Me the Horizon, Baby Metal, a little bit of Poppy and Spirit Box.
I
So,
think
yeah,
Yahi was
yeah.
also like imagining like fake type, I think.
Yeah, fake type for the rapper. Yeah.
For the rapping part.
I'm sorry, I'm such a sim for Fake Type.
Any fake type sims in chat?
Show
Join
yourselves.
the gag.
My first song for Fake Type is the Urban Cavaran or something like that. So it's like a very long time ago. It's not like I'm a new fan or
Oh,
whatever.
let's go! We have some fake type fake
Nice.
type fans in
Yeah.
chat. Let's go.
Fake type real fans.
Let's go.
Real fake type
Dude.
fans.
Let's go. Yay,
Top-
people raising
top
their hands. Let's go.
Hamkyo lyrics are so good. Like how do they sing like that?
I feel like it's a
But
whole
yeah.
different skill to be able to like rap and sing rap and
Yeah.
just write rap. It's a whole different skill.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so
But I do it
completely
for
different.
fun, which is so funny that wow, suddenly one day the skills that I do for a hobby now is
They're coming in handy for like actual
Yeah,
jobs
right?
and stuff, which is super
this is
cool.
why you
know?
should do all your hobbies,
Yeah,
never give
hobby
up on your
maxing is
dreams.
great.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let your parents tell you that all you do is just sit in front of the computer. Like
Such an Asian parent thing. It's like
Asian
all
parents,
you
yeah.
do is front of the computer and poke around on like digital things. Like, why don't you get a real job?
My mom wasn't like that, but it was funny when she found out that I work for a corporate project, which is this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm like, no wonder you've been quiet and wasn't impressed of the music I show you. Like, Mom.
I bet they're super proud of you.
Yeah, she is.
Let's
It better
go.
be. Yay.
But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about the song. Yeah, very happy with how this turned out. It definitely was like when I was watching the thing live, the Hoyo Fair. At first, I felt like it stuck out kind of weirdly because it's like the heaviest song, I guess.
Yeah, I was like kind of worried, like, oh no, like, will we stick out like a sore thumb? But whoever made the set list, like, whoever organized the set list, they did an amazing job. Like, you know, they knew what songs to put in front of each other and stuff like that. They knew how to organize, and you know, they knew how to organize the set list, and it came out really enjoyable. Like it flowed really well. The entire program, the entire random play anniversary, it flowed so well. It was so good.
Totally not random play.
Totally, yeah, totally
True,
not random.
actually.
Not random at all.
Oh, so for context, random play is the name of the video game. Of the merch
Music
store,
shop?
video game, music
Yeah.
shop.
shop.
Yeah, the video store that the main protagonists keep. So they work at Random Play, and it's a record shop where you can. No, it's not a record shop. It's a videotape shop where you can what is it called in English? Oh,
Rent.
Rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can rent
Kinda like Blockbuster.
videotapes. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Blockbuster, but in
yeah,
Random Play.
The name of the store is Random Play. Like, yeah, that's the name of the store. I was so confused at first because I was like, what do you mean Random Play? What does that mean? And they were like, oh, no, don't worry about it. Like, Random Play is literally just the name of a store. So I was like, oh, gotcha.
But yeah,
There's
so
also
despite
so
all
many
the stress, like I think this turned out good.
Oh, Nat,
was
do
a
you want to
problem.
tell us about the freezing track thing?
Yeah, so because this project ended up using so many tracks, like there was no way I could like mix this. Like if I press spacebar to play, it would just freeze. Like it would, the
It would
app
just
will
crash.
just So what I ended up having to do was use this function called bouncing or rendering or freezing or printing. It's called different things in different programs, but the idea is that it sort of like renders a whole bunch of tracks into one track. So if you use like After Effects or whatever, I think it's called pre-comp. It's kind of like the same idea, you know?
Yeah.
So what I technically already knew this, but because, you know, like we were trying to like, you know, push for deadlines and stuff, so I got really stressed. I wasn't able to like analyze stuff critically. So what ended up happening is like I would be mixing something, and then I would freeze a track, aka render it so that it uses less CPU. Or several, I would freeze several tracks, like maybe have 5 tracks render into one track, you know, so it's to save performance. What I didn't realize was that every time I did that, the volumes like changed slightly.
Oh no.
That's so fucked up.
If I unfreeze it. So because this is a very like a kind of like a, because I keep having to like freeze and unfreeze and freeze back and unfreeze back, because, you know, when I adjust something else, like let's say I would freeze the guitars and then, oh, you know, mix the vocals and, oh, the vocals are good. Oh no, now the guitar is like I need to go back and unfreeze the guitar to adjust something and then refreeze it, right? So every time I unfreeze and refreeze, it changes the volume. And I don't realize this until the next morning, because I would be working on this mix for like an entire day or whatever. And when I woke up the next morning, I listened to it, I was like, why does this sound like shit? You know?
So it's like you just got freaking gaslighted by the
Yes,
by the
exactly.
doll.
So this went on for like a week plus, like every day. Like it got so grating that I figured, oh, you know what? Maybe I should just ditch this mix and restart from scratch, which I did. So I just deleted everything. I hit file new, and then basically I just recreated everything from scratch, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Which I did, and then but because I was doing the same thing, so it's basically I'm just repeating the same mistakes over and over again without realizing it. So this went on for several weeks, and then I was like, dude, have I just do I just don't have it anymore? Like I started doubting myself.
Oh, no.
He thought he was losing it.
Because I've been doing this mixing mastering thing for almost 2 decades now, and
Wow.
one thing that I know about my work, I'm very confident when if I listen to something today and I open it tomorrow, it'll still sound the same. Like there will be no changes. Like I at the risk of sounding like bold or whatever, I'm really confident with my work, So
No, that's a good thing, right?
but to have
It's
this
actually
happen,
very professional. Yeah.
yeah, because
know what
I'm
you're
always
doing.
mixing through the same equipment, my same setup. So I usually can predict how my stuff would sound like, and it's always there's a word for it in the audio world. It's called translating. So my mixes always translate, So when this happened every day for 2 weeks or whatever, I'm like, dude,
2
am I just?
weeks? Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
I would have
we-
gone
So
crazy.
horrible.
I think we lost a lot of time because of this.
I think
So
if I
I was like-
recorded vocals and then the next day I listened back to them and then they sounded different, I would lose my fucking mind.
So imagine if you were doing a video in After Effects or whatever, and you work on it for the entire day, and then you watch it tomorrow, and it's like, why does this video look like shit? And then
Yeah, why does it look
Just re-
different? Like I didn't do this yesterday.
yeah,
That was literally what was happening to Nash.
The
It was
audio.
crazy.
yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I decided to look. Finally, I was like, this has to stop. I can't fucking do this anymore. And then. So I sat down for a bit, and I was like, okay, what is the problem? Okay, so the problem is the volumes of stuff that keep changing. What might cause that? And I finally found out oh, okay, so there's this thing called panning rule. It gets a bit technical here. I'll try to keep it simple, but there's this thing called panning rule where if stuff is panned in stereo, it's normally louder than before.
Yeah, it gets raised by 3 decibels when it's
Yeah, exactly 3 dB.
100% to the left or
Yeah.
100% to the right. So
Yeah.
because
What?
Nash has been working on that rule on Cakewalk,
Yeah.
it
So the
fucked up
actual
shit.
problem with this was that the actual I don't know if we could categorize this as a bug or what, but the problem is that when I freeze and unfreeze, the volume increase is permanent. It doesn't get undone with the unfreeze.
That is so weird.
So it's the equivalent of if you do Photoshop layers or whatever, and let's say you flatten the layer, but when you
Yeah.
unflatten it, it doesn't restore the unflattened version. It's kind of an equivalent of that.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah,
basically
yeah.
what was happening to you is every time you did the freeze and unfreeze thing, it's like someone went in there and turned the volume up a little bit. Is that what
Yeah.
happened? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
And you didn't know it because, it got turned up, but you weren't told.
Yeah, I didn't know where to look. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So when these individual tracks, when the volumes change, it affects the master bus compressor that I use. You can't see it here, but yeah. So every time the volume changes, it really fucks with all the compressors I have going on in the buses.
the processing isn't the same anymore. So
Yeah,
Lobo
so
was saying so it gets louder with every round of freeze unfreeze. I think
Exactly, Lobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So oh
Got
my
a
god,
little
this
Keep up on top
gremlin
of
messing
Eva.
with you inside your computer.
Yeah.
yeah, the little gremlin indeed. Yeah. So this was kind of a ear opening to me because I legit almost lost my
Ear
mind because
opening.
ear opening. Yeah. Yeah, I just thought oh man, I just don't have it in me anymore. Maybe I should retire or something. How can
That's so sad.
Oh my god.
how can I mix this be this bad? And then
That's so
when I finally found out, I rang Zephy and was like, "Holy shit! You wouldn't have guessed what I found out." I was like, "Holy shit! We could have like
ranted at me for like an hour."
Yeah, because I was like, we could have saved like 2 weeks, you know, like with lots of time to spare, and like, oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, he crashed out at me for an hour, and I was like, well, at least you know what was the issue now. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know that. Like, that's such a terrible bug to have.
Yeah, I found out when I Googled it and I went to the Cakewalk forums and people were complaining about the same thing. I was like, oh, so this is what was happening. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's probably a bug. Because that's
Yeah, I
not
don't know.
supposed to
It
happen, you
has
know?
to
That's
be
not a
kind of-
feature. It's a freaking bug.
Yes,
I know
like
it is
bug.
happy to see people like complaining about the same thing online, because then you're like,
Yeah.
it's not just
Then
me.
you feel validated. You don't feel
Right.
crazy anymore.
I'm not a maniac. Oh my god.
It's like, yes, I'm not crazy.
So like the frustrating thing kind of is like I actually already knew about this like from years back. Like I knew this thing was a thing, you know? But because like, you know, tight deadlines and stuff, like as I said, I was not able to like just critically look at the problem and like, you know, analyze. I kind of just kept going. So
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
that was-
ignored
suffered
the
through it.
problem and
Yeah.
kept going, and then the problem fucked you over. So
yeah.
yeah, that was freaking crazy. You were so stressed.
Yep. But yeah, worth it. The song is out now, and yeah,
It's done.
yeah. I would say one of my best like works to date. I think.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot claim that this song was easy to make because it wasn't easy. Like I
Is
could have
that-
No, you know
Sorry
what
for
we
that
say?
news.
You know what we say? Me and my friend, we would be like, before the biggest play, you have to have the biggest flop.
That's
Oh, yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, because if you don't flop, you don't learn new things, you know? Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, this is crazy. Like, seeing the actual project and seeing like 100. How many tracks were there?
150.
150. That's
Yeah.
it's so
Wow.
crazy to
That's
know
so
that
many.
there were 150 tracks in there. Like, what the actual fuck? How did your computer not die?
It died several times. That's the thing.
Okay.
It kept crashing.
Okay.
One last thing, like I think I only told Zephy, like none of you know this. Like so close. Oops, sorry. Let me stop this. Sorry. I accidentally clicked there. So like I think after I submitted the quote unquote final wave file to Yahi, I actually re-recorded all of the guitars. I deleted my old performances and re-recorded everything because the guitars were out of tune.
Rip.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
all the
So
work.
technically-
Oh my god.
technically just between you guys and us, like, you know, between the Wingmates and us, the version that we sent to Hoyo that's on their showcase and the one that we released as a final is different. So
Yeah, it's different. So if you have like if you listen to it carefully, like you might be able to detect like it sounds different because-
Exclusive.
exclusive, yes.
yeah, this is like the final release that got on Spotify.
Yeah.
Final. Dot
Yeah, I'm literally
Exactly.
and it's always like the file names. The final there's always one more. We got the
I
final,
kept doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's valid because honestly, it doesn't really sound that different to like the untrained ear, but you know, because we could, we just decided to like polish it up a little bit more before we actually release the final. So that is
Plus
why
the good thing is that like I by this point like I could play the song better because I've recorded it before. So the re-recording actually went faster. Like I finished it in like one day, like all tracks, all guitars. Yeah.
But yeah,
So, yeah.
we actually like released a slightly updated version as the final release on my channel and on Spotify. So yeah. But we
Yep.
also provided the same version to ZZZ. So if you see the song on their Random Play Anniversary album, it is the actual final version. So
Yeah.
there's no discrepancy in that.
It's the final.
Yeah, it's just the one in the showcase with that's printed with a video. That's just ever so slightly different, but it's okay.
But yeah, I think
that's how you know it's the OG.
Yeah, that's
It's
how you
OG,
know
yeah.
this is the actual original release, because unfortunately, sometimes people just rip stuff and re-upload them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the actual final and the real thing,
I think a good generic way to tell which one is the proper version and which one is the I call it the scuff version. But, the proper version is slightly quieter. It's not as loud, but it's more clean sounding.
Yeah, it sounds shinier. It sounds clearer. It's not as muddy sounding,
Yeah, and this
It's
part
not
is
as
very different.
cramped, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the most obvious one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
True.
I changed this part completely. Yeah, if you listen to the Hoyo Fair version, this part is different from what it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you identify this is the final,
Yeah.
But that's fine though.
Yep.
It makes it it makes the one on Hoyo Fair even more special because, they
Limited edition.
only it's like limited edition. You only get to hear that in Hoyo Fair.
Hoyo Fair
that was-
exclusive.
Yeah, that's Hoyo Fair exclusive, and then ours is different,
Yeah.
So the
So, yeah, if
final isn't even that special anymore. Oh no.
No.
That's okay though. I think ZZZ deserves it. They deserve the special edition that isn't anywhere
But yeah, I
else
think that's
except
all.
for the Hoyo Fair video.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I think I have for music wise. So thank you everyone for
Pachi, pachi.
sitting through this. Yeah.
Pachi.
And I think I will I'll pass on the floor to the next person.
Shall we have Yoon? You have to go in an hour-ish, right?
Oh yeah, I still got time, so it's okay. I just have to do tech stuff. Well, it's fantastic, but it's technically, honestly, I'm pretty
feel that.
awake still, so it's kind of, it doesn't really matter if I do it a little bit later or earlier. I'm actually not too mad if I can, maybe not work on it right now. Maybe a good excuse. I'm a totally reliable citizen. No.
Damn.
But,
I just made someone else do my taxes, so
yeah, I wanted to, but
It's
yeah,
very
he
expensive.
literally told me, they literally told me in a very kind way that they weren't affordable for me. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm too broke,
that
I
is
guess.
so
This is
mean of
fine.
them. I
It's
hope you
okay.
can. Yeah, I hope you can find someone though, cause I feel
Yeah.
there are possible freelancers and stuff that can do help you with taxes for a lower fee and stuff like that. So maybe you should find, that
Yeah,
kind of-
currently I got in my Discord, in my it's the Egu server, so I got one Egu potato there who's actually a tax
Ooh.
accountant,
Oh,
and we
let's
got this unspoken
go.
deal where I'm like, hey, by the way, can I bother you with a question? And I'm like, in return, you get this sketch from me. So I'm
Cool
kinda
though. Yeah, that's
yeah,
actually
he's
super
very
cool,
kind.
though.
He's
Yeah,
very kind.
That's so sweet.
So I'm kind of just asking, but it's also it's manageable questions because obviously I don't want to bother him too much. But it's actually very sweet because I'm like, hey, you like Bronya from Honkai, right? Do you want to sketch and answer my question in return?
That is so sweet
Just
though. That is so
Yeah.
sweet though. It's like a fair exchange, right? Right.
That is true. Yeah.
Right,
I mean, I
Jack?
also love.
I think it's a
drawing.
fair exchange.
Yeah. It's also not too bad for me to draw characters. Oh no, drawing. Ugh.
Drawing
Horrible.
is cool. All right, how about you go next, Yoon?
Yeah, I can share
So-
some stuff.
Yay.
stuff.
I can. The question is, should I also show stuff that Yahi provided from the storyboard, or
Oh,
should
yeah,
I just
sure.
show my sketches?
Yeah, you can show
Okay,
both
then-
because they kind of tie in together. And then Yahi, if you need to cut in to explain anything, just go ahead.
Let me just grab that
So-
one because I made a screenshot. I made a whole board actually with references.
Wow.
Maybe I can open. Yeah, because I
Ooh.
need to have things visualized, right? So
Ah.
maybe I can share this too. Okay. So
Can you
how
share
do I
your
do this?
screen? Like, just share this. Just open
should
it
I
up. Share
should
your
I then
screen.
also like mute my microphone or
Oh, no,
Discord?
That
or...
was just for Nash because he had his mic
Kind of
running
weirdo.
through the screen. You know? Yeah, he had his mic running through the screen, so you can
Ah,
hear him in Discord, and then you could hear him on,
I see. I see.
the actual streaming screen as well. So, oh my goodness,
My setup is
this
weird,
so
don't worry about it.
cool.
Okay, so I'm just gonna share my reference boards first, and then the sketches that I did, and then we can maybe like just
Nice.
go a little bit through it. So as you can see, I hope you can see my mouse. Is my mouse mousing?
Yeah.
Is
It's
it-
right
Yeah,
there.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's great.
Mousing.
So, okay, wow, that was great English. So such good English. But
Don't
yes,
worry
I'm
about
using
it.
a software which is called PureF, so you can literally just slap.
Oh,
any
yeah, I
reference
love
that
Pure
you
Ref.
want.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
too.
Pure Ref is so
Yeah, it's
good.
perfect.
go.
I actually just learned about it like last year or at the beginning of the
Oh.
year. And usually I don't know, I make collages like in Psy and I just put everything together. It would take forever. It was really
Oh,
not
yeah.
that great. And then
Yeah,
one
it's
of my
kind of
besties
like
was
this-
like,
Using Photoshop,
Yeah.
and it's like really hard to manage.
It's not the greatest method for sure. I'm so behind with like making my workflow easy. It's so funny sometimes. I've been a freelancer for 8 years and like I don't even know the basic stuff sometimes. It's so funny.
That's okay, though.
But yeah,
Learning is a lifelong thing,
kind of, I guess. So we got Caesar here and Coletta. So Coletta is the leader of Battlebug Heavy Industries. She's so cool. I love her so much. She's actually one of my favorite characters, and I was so glad that we got to work on
let's
these factions
go.
because I was like, yeah, oh, cool, okay. And Caesar was actually the first 5-star or like S-rank agent that I pulled, so that was also pretty funny.
Ooh, nice. You were
so I
made
wasn't
for
too
this
mad.
project.
Yeah, I wasn't too mad about the girl. So Yahi actually made this storyboard sketch. I hope it's okay to share it like this.
Yeah.
And so basically what I did was adapt the storyboard. I got these references and how it was supposed to be, roughly like the layout and everything with like notes on the side. And then I just tried to make that work for me. And I wanted to stay true to the storyboard as good as possible so the essence wouldn't get lost. Because usually when I get references like this, I want to make sure that it looks as close to it as possible. So we had the Caesar looking up with her shield, and Coletta kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna slam you into the ground, right? Kind of, right? And that was the first, I think, like one of the first layouts that we had.
Yeah, this
for
is the first
This
version.
is like the first rendition. I think
so
yeah,
Even
kind of like
Caesar's
adjusted
post,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and then we had so wait, maybe I can actually share the window. I can totally do this. Wait, so
Okay,
how
let
do
me
I
just
do this?
hide the screen first.
And I just wait. Can I just go to this and then it does? No, it doesn't. Okay. I can change it. There we go. So this is Psy, right? Yes.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. Okay, I'm
Okay.
putting it.
Oh,
on.
my God.
there's an
Yes,
ethereal.
let's
Woo!
go.
It's an ethereal. So okay, let me see. I think this one was the first sketch that I did. Like it looked a little bit different from the final version in the end. So we had Coletta's legs that were extended a little bit more, like in the story,
Yeah.
like with the storyboard, and Caesar was a little bit more, kind of not as dynamic. She was a little bit stiffer, and
Yeah.
then Ku actually also helped me with the pose for Coletta, so she corrected the legs, and she was like, yeah, maybe you could try this and this, and with the proportions, so it makes a little bit more sense. Also with the dynamic, because this way it was okay, but I think in the end it made more sense that the Coletta had like a little bit more movement here.
Yeah.
And
Like, she had
also that
her
Caesar
arms a
was
little higher.
facing a little bit more, like the shield is actually very visible now, right? And
Yeah.
even in
Yeah.
this version, so this was the version where we adjusted Coletta's legs a little bit. So I drew over Ku's recommendation, and she looks pretty much like the final in the sketch actually,
yeah.
but Caesar looked a little bit different. And I got so many Caesar sketches. Oh my god! Actually, which one was it? And then we had, I think this one was the next one, and that was pretty final actually. So as you can see, like it changed quite a bit from this to this actually.
Yeah, we
And
turned
I
her
think it's
entire
a lot
body the other
better.
way. Yeah, this one
Yeah.
looks so much better.
it actually conveys a completely different feeling, and the energy is a lot more straightforward and also
this
more
one was when
engaging.
She looks
read
more
the
bold too
story
because
part.
like she's facing forward, right?
Yeah, I really like also that you can see the shield a little bit better because this one was. I think for the sword it would have been cool, but on the other hand, it is definitely a little bit more tricky from the side. So I
It would
kind
have
of
also
switched.
been harder to like animate too.
Yeah,
Shield on the
true.
side.
That would have been like just sword, like woo, sword. So this one is definitely a lot more appealing, and then we just put this and the other one together. So I think, do I even have that sketch together? Oh, I sadly do not. But the final, I can actually, maybe I can just open the file and like we can look at it. So this was the color part, and let's just strip this a little bit of like, this looks like a work in progress now, but let's just get, so Nakey,
Oh, oops, she's gone.
Kananeki. Oh no, wait, there's actually not even a sketch. I literally just used that sketch.
Wow.
apparently. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, that we literally just went from this, from this sketch to this line art. And for the art, since I offered like flat colors, right? Because I was like, okay, I think rendering is probably gonna be too much work and it's gonna take forever for me to do.
Plus, you
Because
know,
I also, yeah, it was a little bit unlucky with the timing actually, because I was in con prep mode, and
so
I was like,
so worried about you. I was like, you have so much work. Are you gonna be okay? Like,
There's a lot to juggle for sure.
it was definitely, I was probably a little bit too stressed. Now that I've like reconsidered, I was stressed out so much. I was like, I want to make this good, but I can kind of just do flat colors. I don't know what to do. And then I was like, okay, maybe I sent in this, so with like blacked out blacks as the shadows, kind of like a comic-y style. And I also made one version that had it in what was it? Maybe I can find it. I have so many layer names. Yeah, I got it. So we also had the line art with screen tones. And when I sent it into the group, I was like, okay, which one is making more sense? Because this one, it does look cool, but as you can see, if you zoom in, you see the lines, right? I figured for the music video, it could be a little bit tricky because it looks cool with the gradient from a zoomed out version.
I love it, but this would look better as like a print, like a print instead of like you know.
I think for like a manga page or something, this would have been
a manga page
cool.
would be like a poster or a manga page. Oh, it would look so good.
Yeah, 'cause
but
zoomed
it was
in and
definitely
out
better.
Video, it would be weird.
Yeah, I think it would have been tricky for Yahi to work with it because again, depending on where you're looking at from the screen tone, it can actually look pretty weird. So imagine it's like fading in and it looks like this, right? So even with flat colors on top, this would have been a little bit tricky probably. I think I even put it underneath so we could compare with the colors. I made different versions just so it was easier to decide on it, and it looked like this. So as you can see, it wasn't even giving anything because the colors didn't overlap and it kind of just looked like, yeah, stripes. I don't know. It was really weird.
I mean, it looks good, like static, but when it looks great
it
static.
has. Yeah, but it's definitely, I think for the project it was definitely best to go with this because it's visually so clear and you can easily tell what's going on, and it's pretty bold.
Easy. Yeah, it's bold.
And I was really happy that this worked out because I was like, okay, Zenless has a very clean art style, so they're usually, it's rendered, but it's very distinctive and very clear with usually a three semitones. So you got like the base color, a lighter color, and a darker color, and that's kind of what they just do. Oh, my cat is meowing at me. Hi. And someone's just like, hey, where's my food? And I kind of wanted to imitate that with a little bit of the gradient and with the light and the outline around it. I think it worked quite well. And it was also a way to... Yeah, okay, that was a loud meow. I hear you.
I heard it too.
Did you guys hear that? Oh my god.
Yeah. Hi, kitty. My cat does that when I stream as well. It's like, give me attention
so
right
funny.
now. And then it starts to
Like
drink my tea and
he knows
stuff.
whenever I have like headphones on, he knows that I can barely hear him, and sometimes he will literally just scream because he's like, yeah, hey now I am here. It's so funny. Yes, I see you. Zoom out. Okay. I booped his nose. He should be fine.
Aww.
But yeah, so we went with this style. So this was actually first illustration that I finished, Kaleda. And I think this is even the smaller. Is this a bigger version? We had to adjust Kaleda a little bit because in the end, compared to Caesar, she looked from the sizing, right? I can actually show it. So Caesar looked like this. She was actually rather tall, and she's also in game. I think she's one of the tallest characters.
Yeah, she's like
And
really big.
I think, yeah, I think she's like 1 meter and 76 centimeters, so she's quite tall for a Japanese character
Ooh.
actually. So I think what the person in charge wanted was like Kaleida to have a little bit more contrast, so she looks a little bit smaller. So when they're next to each other, maybe I can show that. Oh, there's so many things open, but kind of like this. So
Yeah, there
as
you
you can
go.
see from the sizing, it's a little bit different, but I think from the sizing it was still too close. And since Kaleida is younger and a little bit smaller, in game the character model is one of the smaller ones. They wanted me to adjust it, so I went with a small fixed version. So I cut her head up a little bit and I compressed the body to make it look a little bit more childish, so it works. And in the end we also went with that version, and it was, wait, let me open another tab because why not? This one. So it's kind of similar.
Oh my god.
She got
But it's
squashed.
actually, yeah, she got squashed and she became small. So
I
it was
like the
pretty
first
funny.
one though. I like the first one because she looks a little more mature and cool. And then in the newer
yeah.
one, she's just like, yeah, I'm gonna smash your face in, and she's like just cute, you know?
I think so too. I think both work actually.
Yeah, both work.
It's just
but you know, I'm just my
um,
personal preference is like the first version.
yeah,
But I think,
for
it's because
me,
of it's because of the difference in height. So you know, which is why they wanted the second version.
it was actually pretty interesting for me because I learned that I had to take special care of the smaller characters in this project. Because usually when I'm hired to draw stuff, or usually I think also my clients, they know that my style is usually like younger adult women, right? So
yeah.
I rarely draw characters that are depicted a little bit younger. And I think I just went with it for my personal approach on how I would draw her, which is fine. But as you can see, like, it's just small changes. There's like not too much going on. So as you can see, like, the head is a little bit bigger. The body's a little bit compressed, but also like not too much. You can just see that the upper body is also smaller and everything is just a little bit squished,
Like
right?
shorter upper torso and shorter
Yeah, so
legs.
I think for my style, this version, this approach, it still works pretty well. It's just that I had to think a little bit differently when it came to like Piper and Lucy and the other characters. I think it was a challenge, but it was also interesting because for future approaches, I do know how to perceive these characters better now and how to portray them a little bit more accurate. So it wasn't even a bad thing. I think that I got feedback to, maybe you can watch the characters' proportions a little bit closer. So I was referred to look a little bit more at the character models, because the character models are actually more accurate than the official art. The official art is also sometimes they look a little bit taller, and sometimes also a little bit, different from the character models. So I tried to focus a little bit more on the in-game models to make it more accurate, and that worked actually pretty well, I think. So we went
did
from
amazing. I feel like
Thank you.
you managed to basically fit the character style to what the client actually wanted. So to what
I'm really
ZZZ,
happy
to the
though that it
people
worked so
the
well.
people at ZZZ, they were like, she doesn't look quite right. So can you like fix it? And then you just did it perfectly. And then I feel like only for the main characters they were kind of a little bit picky about it, but then after that,
which is
everything
valid
they
though,
just,
honestly.
they just greenlighted everything you did after that.
Yeah, that was honestly, that was so
Yeah.
funny, like looking back at it, because I actually, when Sephi contacted me for the project, I remember literally telling her, like, as long as I don't have to draw a bear, everything is good. So
she drew
yeah,
a
what I
bear.
ended up doing was literally so I drew a bear.
Yeah,
And
she
it
was
was
like,
so
I don't want to draw the bear because I'm so bad at drawing the bear. And look at this, this is so sick.
it was so funny to me because I actually had Ku draw a sketch as a backup. So it was like, Ku, worst case, if worst comes to worst, could you draw Ben? Because I was so afraid that I might end up like not drawing him accurately or depicting him wrong. And then she actually provided a sketch and it looked really good. And I was like, okay, if worst comes to worst, I have the sketch, right? I can just work with this. This is fine. And I was so stressed out about Ben, which ended up to be like, honestly, I drew this and I actually expected him to be like, yeah, it doesn't look like, I don't know, furry enough. I don't know, maybe not from the stature. Maybe it was, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. I've never drawn anything like this before, and it was literally just, yeah, this is fine, boop.
You
And I was like,
slayed
oh, okay.
it.
It was
looked
so funny
amazing.
to me, but like then with the smaller characters, where it was like, yeah, this should be fine, and then it was like, yeah, could you look a little bit more closer to the character models, and that is good, and it was like, oh my god, that is so funny to me that
Yeah,
with
there
the
were-
things that I thought would actually go like faster, that the bear was the one that was just like greenlit immediately, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
they were like,
That's
okay,
so
Ben looks
funny.
fine. Like,
Ben looks fine, and also Anton, because
yeah.
I
Well,
can
what's his
draw
name?
males.
Lighter? Yeah, Anton.
Yeah, and Lighter
yeah.
too, like the guys, where I was
Yeah.
the most insecure about, which was so funny because we had 2 lighter shots. So Yahi also sketched one from the
Yeah.
back
Mm-mm.
and one from the front. Where do I have him? I named these folders. Yes, lighter. So we got the back pose. That one I wasn't too scared about because it's literally just from the back,
Yeah.
right? So this was fine. But I think the front one I was a little bit insecure about because I was like, does he look like male enough? Is he too feminine? Is the face maybe a little bit too
No.
feminine?
No, he looks
Like literally no.
great.
Like actually
looks
they were yeah, this is fine.
He looks
It was-
great. Like I like
Thank
how
you,
broad
thank
you made his shoulders. So that was like the main reason he looks like more masculine. It's kind of like the body shape and then the
Probably
way that
yeah.
you did like the face shape and stuff. But yeah, this looks amazing.
I still, because usually I draw a little bit bigger eyes, and I know some character artists, when they draw males, they make them even smaller.
Ah.
But at the same time, I was like, Lighter isn't too old, right? So he's probably around beginning of 20-ish, something. So it should still be fine, but I think I was the most insecure really about the boys and the bear. And
yeah, but
it was so funny.
revisions for that. They were just like, okay, these look great. You know, just
Literally,
Yeah.
these were great. And it was a lot of fun. It was actually, I was really proud that it worked out and then I could make it work. And also, because I asked you guys for feedback and you were actually also helpful. Like whenever I had a question or when I was insecure, I think Ku also helped me a lot with like revisions and adjusting. And also like Yahi and Zephy and everybody. Because sometimes, you know, when you're drawing on something for so long and when you make multiple sketches a day, you're like, is this even like still looking good? Sometimes you lose the dimension of, is this still the quality that I want to keep, or is it actually declining but I'm too tired to notice? So I think it's also good to have like a 4 to 6 more eyes to look over it. It's always good when people can double check with what you provide in order to make sure that the quality is still good. But yeah, I mean, I can show some smaller body sketches if you want to see the interesting process of some of our smaller. Because I feel like everything was like a one sketcher. I think Ben was a one sketcher and Anton too, Lighter too. But for the girls, we actually had the first Lucy sketch, for example, that I did was actually a lot different from what we went with.
Yeah,
in the end, I
what
think.
actually went into the MV.
So the first one was this one, and looking back at it, I do get what they meant, honestly, because once again, it's like I like the body curve here, and I think I like the general layout. It's also what Yahi sketched me, kind of this pose with the baseball bat, and I like the idea of her being like a little bit grumpy. I was like, yeah, that kind of works with Lucy. Because she's this, actually she's from like a noble family, but she decided to go into the outer ring by herself, and it's kind of cool because she actually is always in rivalry with Caesar, and she wants to be the boss, but she deeply cares about her. So they're like this cute little I hate you, but actually I do love you
This
at the end.
love-hate relationship thing.
Yeah,
going on.
it's
That's
really
so
like the
cute.
cat and the mouse. It's kind of cute. And
Aw.
she's also one of the smaller character models, and I think what I did here was when I looked at my PureRef board, once again, I kind of went with the official art a little bit more and with how she was depicted in promo art, which is again from artist to artist, it varies, right? So there's no kind of standard. It's always like close to her in-game model, but also a little bit different. And then I'm interpreting it in my way, and then it's a little bit different again. And I think it's always better to just go with the source material probably for things like this. So looking back, it was kind of the same with Coleta, so we just squished her a little bit. So I literally named this more Squish at some point. So we got, I think like, we got Lucy Sketch, and then we got Lucy Sketch New Round, because I made her head smaller.
Round.
Yeah.
I made her head a lot bigger, actually. So, oh, wait, there's
Yeah,
so
can
many
you put
things
those
open.
like side by side?
Yeah, wait, let me do this.
Oh,
It's
so
like,
many
grown,
things.
So,
like a grown-up
This is
version.
actually gonna be very funny now because, as you can see,
She grew
it changed
up.
quite a lot. She
She
became small. So this was the first one actually. Like this was one, and this was the second one. And it was like, okay, maybe make her a little bit younger, a little bit smaller. Or so I changed the eyes. I made them new, and
Yeah,
I
you
also
made them like bigger.
yeah, I made
rounder.
them bigger, and I tried to also like make the face more round and squishy because I was like, okay, she looks a little bit too old here. And then I think the next feedback was, I think make her a little bit rounder, so like squish her up a little bit because the tuck in here, so like her waist was a little bit too distinctive.
Oh yeah.
And then I think new round 2. Yeah, I actually named it new round 2 before the squish. So this is new round 2.
New round. Oh yeah.
So
you
we
made
went-
Her, you made her waist straight.
Yeah, then I made her waist kind of straight because I was a little bit insecure. I was like, okay, maybe I don't know how old she exactly is, but I was like, okay, maybe it's just a little bit too feminine, right? So we kind of ditched the waist. We kind of really just went like straight down.
Yeah.
So this was number 3. This is new round number 2. And the rest was kind of close to the original though. And I think the final feedback was, okay, they were kind of missing the waist too, because we were all mourning the waist a little bit. We were like, okay, the waist is gone. Oh.
Yeah.
And also the final squishiness was with the thighs, because I think in contrast to this a little bit more squishy waist, it was like that the thighs went down a little bit too small. So
Yeah.
the Lucy final more squish is, I think that is the one that we went with in the end, which is this one. And as you can
Yeah.
Oh
see,
yeah.
the waist returned. So the waist returned, we got this little bouncy bounce here, and she got a little bit thicker. So
And she
that
got
was
some
the one that
booba.
we went with. Yeah, and she got the booba returned too, so she got a little bit of
Yeah.
here. But it was really interesting to walk through this process because I think for this version, for the overall appearance, I was a little bit scared that I made the pick characters just too adult. So I went like full compression into childhood kind of.
Yeah.
And I think I had to like go back a little bit because I think they were like, yeah, this is great, but honestly, it's not that young.
Yeah, we were going on a scale of like super mommy and then like super baby, and then we were just kind of
Yeah,
like
it was really
shifting in
funny.
between.
It was really funny because I think the
Shifting back and
mommy characters, they were also like approved relatively fast. So
Yeah.
Caesar wasn't a problem at all. And I think for Grace, they just wanted her to be a little bit more wider around the hips and the chest area,
Yeah.
which was fine. But literally just the children, they were a little bit more tricky. But it was actually, I really learned from this because again, like each approach looks a little bit different, but it's only minor changes
Yeah,
in the
it
end.
is so minor.
And,
Like in the big picture, you wouldn't think that it matters, but it's just a matter of like tastefulness when you
Definitely.
depict
And
the
I mean, if
character.
you're comparing the first sketch to like the last one that we went with, it is quite the difference. And I think it's definitely, this
Yeah.
is more accurate towards what she looks like in game. So it was actually good that I got this feedback, even though like at one point I was a little bit insecure if I could make it happen. But I mean, I think it's just that I want to deliver something that is good and that fits with everything. And I just at some point become a little bit insecure, but I think that's normal. That's not too bad.
Yeah, because
to also, like-
when people ask for too many changes, you're like, oh, maybe I'm not doing a good job, that kind of feeling.
Yeah, but
actually,
I
it's
mean,
just
I'm
nothing.
also
It's just
yeah,
like
I'm
tiny
kind of
thing.
used to just not taking things too personal, but I think I was so stressed. I was like, oh my god, this is important. I don't want to let you guys down, and kind of like that. I think I just became whiny at some point because I
You
was a little bit
did
scared. Same with like Piper,
great.
because Piper. Now that I look at her, she definitely looks like 18 or something. And we got Piper new 2, Piper new 3, and Piper new round 2, and new round.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
It's
So it was
always
really
the round
funny.
ones.
But I'm just gonna compare like the initial one with the new round 2 one, so you can actually see she became like very squishy and very small.
Yeah,
So
like
we got
it kind of shrunk her body a lot.
yeah. So this
And
is the
she's, like, a
final.
little
I'm gonna just put this
fluffier.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause she looked a little bit too, as you can see, she looked like
Yeah, she's
very.
pretty tall in the first one.
She
actually.
used to be like quite tall actually, and I didn't really realize once again until I think Piper and Lucy, it was the same round of feedback, so they actually told me to adjust the same things, and it was kind of easy to do that one-on-one because I was able to figure out things a little bit faster once Lucy was approved or not approved. And then I was like, probably for Piper it's the same, right? So also Zephy was like, yeah, honestly, maybe just do it a little bit, just overdo it a little bit. So in case it's not squishy enough, then it's squishy, you know, like she was helping me with that because she was like, yeah, just overdo it a little bit so you know for sure that it's either completely what they want or it's either really not what they want. And that was also helpful that you were definitely looking over and you were like, yeah, I think this is better. Now she looks really young. I think this is quite the contrast, because I think also for the person in charge, sometimes it was probably hard to see the minor changes that I did. So it was actually good that you gave me the feedback to do it like a little bit overdo it for my standards, but so that it was more visible to the regular eye, if that makes sense. Exactly. So yeah, that's what we also ended up doing, because I remember you were like, yeah, just make her round.
Yeah, I was like, okay, just, you know, that's just kind of like, that's very mild. Why don't you like make it like even rounder?
Yeah, just like, again, like not that I made her, like I didn't turn her into like a ball or anything, but just so that it was easier to like initially spot, because as you can see, this is more of a square shape, and this was like really round. And I think for the person in charge to just know what I exactly changed, and also for the hat size, I compressed it a little bit in the beginning, and then you were also like, yeah, maybe just do it a little bit more so it's really obvious that you changed the hat size, right? So that was actually very helpful, because from like 1 to this final, it is quite the stretch. So it's actually quite different, right?
Yeah, they can like,
but I was
at
really
a glance,
happy
you
that
can kind of tell the difference. So
yeah,
that helps a lot.
And she's like, this is once again also more accurate to the in-game model rather than anything else. From the promo art, she did look, because the face was a little bit like more edgy, and I think I just went with my edgy regular approach when I should have went with the Colada Lucy approach. So yeah, this was actually very helpful. Same with like Ben and Anton, and just trying different characters, different shapes. And with the coloring, I think that was probably easier for me to do, because at one point I literally just went with, I did the line art, and then I would just block the shadows and make everything black, and make sure that I maybe like include a little bit of fading on the edges so it blends a little bit better, and just put the flat colors on top with a gradient, and that was about it. And that way I was able to secure the same look for all the character models and make it look kind of even, I think. It was really fun. So I'm a huge line art fanatic, so this was actually coming in very handy for me. I really enjoyed blocking the shadows and making the lines nice and crispy, because I really like that. And yeah, it was just really fun to, like, once everything was settled and I could just work on them, I think I really enjoyed the process, and it was definitely easier. And also cool, like, honestly, I gotta hand it to her, because we had some animated health buddies, or like some animated parts, and Ku was actually kind enough to literally just send me layered Photoshop data with like what I should cut. So I literally just had to go through the layers and see what she pre-cut, so I could cut it on my characters, right? And I've never had that before.
That way.
Yeah, but you honestly, you saved
like,
me there.
Oh, could you cut this, then the other? But I know, because from my experience, like rigging VTuber models, and I'm just typing out what is needed, or even I think I did this with like with Zephy's model as well, where I put like a PDF file for each individual layer, but I feel like that in of itself didn't really communicate as easily compared to just throwing a PSD file that has like visually easier, like what order should it be, and like where everything and how should it look.
Yeah, definitely. And it was also, since I usually just cut for Life 2D models, which has to be quite detailed. And Ku was actually able to work with the most, like literally with the minimalist sets ever, but she still made it look so good and so squishy.
I
like,
think compared to like VTuber models, yes, but like because we were going for more of like a AMV type of animated look, so the amount that was cut is actually not minimal at all if you're thinking of it in like an AMV standpoint, but definitely
it's a lot of
significantly
layers.
More simple in comparison to like VTuber models, so I get it.
Yeah. I think it's just it was so helpful that I had your PSD, because once again you were just like, okay, you can just split the hair into like chunks, right? Because for Life 2D, for like a model, you would have separated the ball hair clip thingy too, and probably also the strands, so they work individually. And Ku was just like, yeah, just make it one chunk. So I made it one chunk here and like one chunk there, right? And also with like this hair, so I just put a little bit of like the gradient from the front and the back, and so when you move the hair, that it wouldn't look like, I don't know, weird, but it blends a little bit better. And I always do like the size squish to see, like, even if you wouldn't move it like wildly, if it like still works out kind of. So that's what I usually go for. And with the body too, like this is all just one body, right? So this was actually very helpful that I got the guide that I could just cut it into not neck and body and chest, but like just body, yada yada.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And
Just
the face
torso
features too.
and then arms.
And yeah, it's also just like one face base. Usually you would have to separate the front hair and like all the it would have been so much work, and Ku really made it shine with, like, even if you say it's a little effort, it's still, I think what you put into it looks really, really amazing, and it looks fantastic with the music video and how Yahi edited it and everything. So that was pretty cool. We did it for the faces, the in-zooming, and for, I think, for a lighter too. Lighter was also cut at the scarf.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And hand.
And we also had like the main bodies, like the fighting poses. So those are also cut like in hair front. This looks fantastic.
Oh my god.
It looks really really
front
cursed
hair
actually
helmet.
looking at it. It's like the hair is flying away. Oh wow, everything. The body
too.
It's so funny, like looking at it, and just the arms are left. This looks really cursed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really funny. So we got the head is gone. And
face is
once again,
gone.
everything was provided by Ku, so I knew I had just to cut these parts and the hair here, and I could just do the pigtail as like one big thingy, right? So it was a lot easier to do than I initially thought, and I was really panicking, but actually I think it worked out quite fine thanks to her guide. Same with this hammer. It's literally just arms attached. It looks like okay. It was really funny. And for Caesar too, I think those were the most detailed ones. The rest was actually rather easy. Same with the ethereal, how it turned out. I think I cut it like arms. Yeah, so we got arm cut
so 2 chunks
like
of
this.
arms.
And 2 chunks of arms, right? And then the torso, so we got ethereal torso, and the arms once again. Yeah, that looked a little bit weird. I'm really sorry, but he's just leaving.
Question, like, why are ethereal so jacked?
It's probably the Zenless logic that once you're pumped full of ether energy, your whole body just bursts into energy mode, and then you're just jacked from
But
that.
they are twin ones. They are twin ethereal.
Yeah, there's different. So there's like really like hunched over zombie-like ones, and then there's they're also categorized into elite and regular ones. So I think it depends on how you transform, kind of. This is actually a goblin type, so the goblin type is a stronger boss. It's not an elite, I think, but it is a stronger boss, so that's probably why he got all that muscle going on. Yeah, he's a much stronger. Yes,
Strong
and I think
When I
we
see
also.
this, I'm like, ethereal shouldn't be hard.
Someone in chat said some are gym bros, some are not.
Yeah.
That's so
Literally
valid.
just destroying the city with your summer body.
Damn.
Yeah.
It do be like that. Damn. It's really funny, actually. I never thought about it. Now that I think about it, you're actually right. It's kind of funny that they got quite the ethereal designs. They're actually pretty cool, but I think this one was also manageable for me to draw, because some elite bosses, they have like whole ass weapons fused to their body.
Yeah.
And it can be quite difficult. And this one is also an enemy that both factions encounter, technically.
Oh, perfect.
So the ethereals vary a little bit depending on where the hollow is located and which type of hollow it is. So I think Yahi also said, like, just make it an elite boss, or like, right, something like that. And I decided to go with this one because I was like, okay, this is quite the actually a boss that you encounter quite often. It's not like a boss, but it's a stronger enemy that both factions fight. They're probably pretty common in both hollows, so this should be fine. And I think with the screaming in the beginning of the song where Yahi is like putting everything together in the title, it just looks like really intimidating at the beginning. I really love how it came out. Because we actually
love the
sketched
composition of that.
it with the sketch. We sketched it with the speed lines because it was like in Yahi's storyboard too, and I was like, maybe it was actually shaking the grounds with its roar or something, and it kind of actually came across like that in the music video too in the end because it was cut so well. So I really liked that. It was really cool. But yeah, I also never drew something like this before, so for me it was a great experience to see what I can actually do. And I was really impressed.
Insane because like the geometry of ethereal is just like so weird. It has these like little crystals sticking out and everything, and you nailed it. That's not easy to draw.
I tried. Yeah, it was actually. I think I just tried my best, and I was like, yeah, it's probably looking like that. But in the end, when you're coloring it, it comes together, and you just kind of have to trust the process. I think for the sketch, I was kind of confident, and then there was the line that I was like, oof, okay. But the colors made it work again. And also when I blocked the shadows, I was like, okay, we're safe.
Yeah.
Because it does give everything a little bit more structure once the blacks are settled. And then I was like, okay, this should be fine. But it was definitely, there was a lot of art. I think we had like 16 sprites in total, 16, something like that.
Yeah.
And
it was a little
even
more
though
than we expected, actually.
it was a little bit more, that's true. And I think I was just a little bit, I didn't really know what to expect. I've never worked on a music video before. And when I saw the other contributions, I was like, oh, damn. A lot of them actually use like a lot of resources, right?
Yeah,
so like even more.
Animations, even.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
But I think for what we had to work with and like even having it cut up and reused in like a really interesting way, and also like the ethereal literally just crumbling at the end, I really like that too.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, it was really cool to see what was actually achievable with like a limited amount of resources.
I think that's why Zephy got me in here, bro. Zephy literally knew me for being the one animator who can work with limited assets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that was really cool because like again, Ku helped me with like making sure everything was cut properly and with sketch adjustments, and Yahi, you provided the storyboard with limited assets but still in a way that it would tell a story and would make sense at the end. So with what I had, I was actually able to provide all of this, and it made sense, right? So it actually came together really well. And that was super interesting to see because I think when I provided everything, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done now. Oh my god, I'm done now. And then I was like, okay, oh, this is gonna be interesting. Like, how is it gonna look in the end? And I remember when Yahi sent like the first draft where everything was roughly put together and not animated yet, I was like, oh my god, this already looks so cool. I've never seen my art in like a music video before, and with the lyrics and with the song and everything, it was really, really cool. So that was a lot of fun. I really had a lot of fun, even though every now and then I wanted to be like, oh my god, what is this? What am I supposed to do? I gotta draw the bear.
I mean, that's just part of the process because I had the same experience. I was like, Nash, I can't sing this. This is too hard.
But yeah, it was really cool.
You know,
it worked out really fine. I had a lot of fun, and I was really happy that people also seemed to like it. So yeah, it was really great. I think I don't have many other chaotic sketches to share. I think that was kind of it. Yeah, I drew males. I drew an ethereal and a bear. I'm proud of myself.
Is this your first time drawing all the non-human characters?
Sorry?
Is it the first time that you're drawing all
these
actually, non-human?
Because once again, like when I get hired for jobs, it's usually draw this super cute boobalicious character for us. And I'm like, okay, I can totally do that because that's what I do on a daily basis, right? But for males, it's still manageable. But yeah, literally just like I'm getting hired to draw the cutesy mommy woman sometimes, and it's so funny to me because I think the reason why I drew Grace, for example, I think Grace was the last sprite or one of the last that I drew. Where do I have her actually? Here. I skipped her. Here we are. And because that one was so easy to do for me, because this is literally what I usually go for.
This is the stuff that you do all the time.
Yeah, this is my comfort zone, so I could do this probably while I sleep. and the rest
Hell
was just
yeah.
anxiety. The rest was just like, okay, don't fuck this up. You can do this, and it was really funny because I think like when I watched the premiere of the anniversary stream, I was like, yeah, I drew a bear. I wanted to literally put that
Hell
into my
yeah.
portfolio, like, can also draw bears if necessary. And it's quite great because again, I never get to draw non-human characters or I don't know, like anything in that direction, but for my portfolio and for my learning growth, it's actually so good. And yeah, I would totally do this again. I would probably cry just as much and whine about it and be like, don't make me draw the bear, please. But I would probably, like, if it would have been Polkra by then, because we didn't include Polkra, who's also like a furry character, I would have probably also given it a shot. By now I feel more confident, and I think that's something that I'm taking with me from this project, is that even if I'm scared, first of all, I got like friends and artist colleagues to help me. Once again, thank you all for that. And second of all, I should trust a little bit more into that I could probably make it happen, even if there's feedback required.
Yeah, trust
So
the
that was
process,
pretty
you know?
cool. Yeah. But yes, thanks for coming to my presentation today. That was kind of all that I can share with you. I think I don't have anything more interesting to share, but I hope it was always fun to look at.
That was
Yeah.
amazing because, you know, we got to see all the drawings, we got to see the comparisons, the before and after. It was great. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for having me here. I
You're
really appreciate it.
correct,
It was a lot.
Achie.
No,
Pachi, pachi,
Thank
pachi. That was super fun to see.
Wait, how do I close this? I can do this. Okay, there we go.
Okay, I shall close it too. Alright, who wants to go next? Ku or Yahi?
I guess I'll go next because I feel like with music video, yeah, he has to kind of like throw everything together.
Yeah.
If we're
everything is,
going
like-
like in the order of like the pipeline
Oh, that's true.
work
Yeah.
stuff, yeah. Because
That's true.
I'm assuming that's just what we've been like going in the order of.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, give me a moment.
Take your time.
Okay, I kind of put it on OBS so
Okay.
that like I don't have to switch back and forth so much. Okay,
Are
so
you
I guess I'll
showing
start with
any
the
audio related things?
no.
Oh wow,
No
the
audio.
transition too.
Wow, wait, turn it off. I haven't put it on
Turn
screen
it off?
yet. Yeah, turn
Oh.
it. Okay. All right, let me put it on screen first. Okay, there you go. Do the transition thing.
Ta-da!
Whee!
It's like my default transition.
That's
on
so
stream.
cool though.
All right, so I completely forgot that I did the background illustrations. I don't know why, because like this
yeah,
was
you
like
just
my main
completely
thing.
forgot that you did this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, literally
I was
just
like,
one
yeah, I
of the most
just did
important
the
things.
animation. That's literally it. Yeah, so I don't know if I have the sketch of it, so we'll just go with what the final is. Haha. All right, so I did the hollow. That's what the place is called, right? I just
Mhm,
put hollow
yeah.
PSD. All right,
the hollow.
and then
so,
the
you know,
outer
Decayed
ring
City.
of Eridu. Eridu.
Yeah, outer ring.
Yeah.
Outer ring of
Yes.
Eridu or something.
Every dude.
Eridu. Yeah, so I
Eridu.
did these two backgrounds. So with this one, I kind of had to get a lot of references. Luckily, Yahi was so graceful to help me kind of show multiple references of what it should look like. Now, y'all, I'm not good with backgrounds. This is probably like the second/third ever background I've done for like an MV.
I think this is the most
technically, yeah.
complicated background you have done so far, like that I've
Yeah.
seen.
Actually, I would say the first ever background I did was hard because I had to do like a 3/4 view of like an entire city hand drawn,
Oh right.
and I was just like, help. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. So usually when I'm rendering anything, especially with buildings, I'm not very good with like the shape of things being used, such as buildings, like concrete, things like that.
Mhm.
So my usual default for a brush is just using the fire brush. So everything you see here is just fire. It's just
Wow.
all fire. The floor is fire, the buildings are fire, the clouds are fire. Everything is fire.
No wonder our song
This
is
is
fire.
the fire
Yeah.
brush. You blessed the
Even-
song with fire.
Yeah, even the purple aura thing, fire.
Yeah, it does look
It's
like a
all
fire
fire.
brush. You know, you can see like
Yeah.
the fumes going upwards.
Yeah, and then I added like some
Ah,
I don't know what to call it, just random
Ooh,
lines
yeah, but it-
yeah.
Scratch.
So cool.
into it. Yeah, to add
There's
some
so much
texture.
detail. Like if you zoom
That
all
way,
the way
yeah.
in, holy shit.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
so
the
that it
garbage
blends
on
with
the
the
top of
buildings
the
a lot more.
building.
Yeah.
There's like garbage there.
Yo,
Like
it's so gross. But yeah, I mean, like, I had the hardest time trying to figure out how to add variations to it. So I'll be honest with you, I just kind of like enlarged the buildings that I had, and then used the fisheye filter.
ah,
That's so
That's why-
smart.
That's
though.
why you can see it looks a little bit curved, but it wasn't curved in the way that I wanted it. Because I'm using my mouse right now, but I wanted it to curve like this.
Ah.
But how the fisheye worked, it only curved this way.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll just
Flip.
feel the pain. No, I used this thing called liquefy. So
Oh
basically,
my God.
yeah. So what you would have is just like moving what layer is this? I'm basically just like moving things around. But imagine it's
Oh
like
my
a
God.
larger brush.
Yeah, it's like a
This,
massive liquefy brush, and then you just kind of like
Yeah.
push it all the way.
Like the size of this canvas is
Huge,
11,500
Oh my
by
God.
3,000.
God.
Because
That is so huge.
I wasn't sure if we were going to use full-on 3D assets, so I was like, okay, I'll make it big enough so that, oh god, you can see like the
Oh my
obvious
God.
magnification here.
I didn't even know
Oh
that.
god. Yeah,
Nobody
so I
noticed.
had it like
Nobody
this, that
noticed.
way if Yahi needed, then she could have like kind of zoomed in and panned to,
Yeah, zoom to
different
any-
areas.
yeah, different parts of it.
yeah.
But yeah, this is insanely cool.
Most of the stuff is like post colors so that yeah, he can get an idea what is city 2. Wow, it's just flipped. Good job, Koo. Good job. I was just like, I need more buildings. I'll just flip it. No one will know.
You know, that's
That's
fair,
how I
though.
do
That's,
too.
that's smart.
Yeah. Oh gosh, the liquefy plus the fisheye. You can see it's so obvious. I'm so glad the platform at the bottom just hid the entirety of it, because that was not it. Hold on, let me.
Oh, that's
do
so
I-
pretty.
Where is
Ooh.
anything? I'm lost in the sauce. Okay, so I chose a lot more duller colors because it would be a lot easier, like from my experience working with other MV artists that like don't use was it too saturated or too contrast colors because then they have more freedom with like doing the color corrections, especially if they're trying to
Color
fit with the
grading.
mood for certain color grading. Sorry, I don't know the word for it.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's so then they can like, you know, adjust easier to fit with the mood. So I went with a lot more of like this desaturated blue and gray. Or is it red gray? I don't know. It's something around those lines. And then added some clouds here. You can see that I definitely used the liquefy tool because it's like
Yeah, like you pushed
curving
it like
in a
on-
way.
It looks so good though. Like the liquefy
Look
makes
at all the fire.
Yeah.
yeah, it gives it so much movement. I love it.
Yeah. So I just added extra layers. Same with the clouds here. So then
Oh,
it's
that
got
looks so
more
good.
colors. And eventually
Is
it
it
looked like this. It looks like one of those color blot things when you go to therapy, like, oh, what do you see in this picture? I see my mom. Like, I don't know. Yeah, and then I added this ring to make it look a little bit prettier. I know Hollow is supposed to be like kind of scary place, but I thought I want to add some prettiness to it, so I added this ring to kind of round together like all the other colors, especially that purple band ray thing that was like moving around. And then with the city, I think I like merged everything together, but originally the buildings were just black and white, and then I just played around with the colors. Most of the time when I'm doing backgrounds, I actually use the extract line effect on Clip Studio. So oh god, my eyes! What it does is it just makes everything black and white, so that it adds a little bit more texture. And also, I'm the worst with line art. Like Yoon, I don't know how you do it, but I avoid line art to the max.
Yeah,
you're part of the majority. You're part of the majority. I am the weird one.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
When I do quote unquote like line art, I just use the border.
The border.
Yeah, but that's great. It
Like-
works very conveniently. That's
Yeah, and I'm
actually
just
very
like, I'm
good.
just gonna make blobs of everything and hope everything works. Despite
does
my
work, though.
line art brush being different from the actual, border effect. For the longest time, I kept calling the border effect the stroke tool.
Because that's what it's called in Photoshop, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is. That is actually the name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stroke.
okay. The more you know. I don't use
Oh.
Photoshop. The last time I used it was all in Swedish, so like, I don't know. It was all in Swedish, so I'm just like, yes, I understand.
Even in
What
the
are any
After
of these?
Effects, it's called stroke as well.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, I will continue just saying I'm turning on my stroke then. Yeah. To give it more of like the animu effect, of course you have to add some blur to it. So the opacity is really low, but if I amped it up, it looks like, oh gosh, this
Oh
is
my
terrible.
That looks so
Oh.
forlorn.
Yeah. Like usually, to kind of blend things together, it's kind of like, because I use chromatic aberration for a lot of things to blend it together,
Ah,
but
yeah.
adding bloom, I think is what the official effect name is called, which is where like you kind of like Gaussian blur the fuck out of everything and then just
Yeah.
lower the opacity. That's what I did so that it blends a little bit more, the colors match a little bit more with the background. I mean, everything's blue, so I guess it makes sense. Then I put fog or fire. I put fire, but then I called it fog. I put fire on the floor.
You made fog with the fire brush.
Yeah. So everything is just like very cool colors. You see like green, you see blue. I don't know the difference. Like I think up here is green, and then down here is blue, and then you have the purple. I'm colorblind between the colors of green and blue, so it's a little bit hard for me to see.
Less sensitive for those
Yeah.
colors.
I mean, the color of my hair is green and blue. I literally cannot tell the difference between them. So sometimes when I'm doing illustration on my hair, I accidentally reverse it because I can't tell the difference. Let's see. Added multiply because it's, it's supposed to show that it's deeper here. And then the floor. God, the floor with the cracks. The cracks was hard. I had to get Zephy to kind of like help me kind of explain which parts should be cracked and how we should lift the concrete. I'm just like, help me with my crack, and she's like, what?
Out of context.
Yeah, it was so out of context. I was like, oh, floor cracks.
Sure.
Wording, for real.
But yeah, we added like some crack. All of us, we all cracked onto the floor to show that like at least there was some kind of fight going on. between like okay, I'm very bad with pronouncing the character's name, so Cesar and Koala. I call her Koala because I cannot pronounce her name for the life of me. Like throughout our chats, everyone is saying like typing and saying her name correctly. Meanwhile, I'm just like Koala.
It's
Yeah,
okay. We know
everyone
which one is
understands.
koala.
That is
It
fine,
doesn't
honestly.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just called this one Aura 2, which is like the little specks right here, and then Aura 1.
Aura farming.
Oh, yeah, really. Do read like that.
But yeah, since like the aura is like so bright, the little ring in the background for the sky, I felt like it matched a lot more, and it kind of uplifts a bit better. Because if you turn it off, it all looks so dark, and the purple doesn't really pop out as much. So adding a bit of lightness, it's like, oh, okay, the purple is a part of the light, so it's there. What is this? Aura. This is just aura. Oh, okay. It just lightens
Oh,
the
it's a
aura even more.
Double layer.
Ooh.
Yeah. What's
Double
gradient bottom? I'm rediscovering this because again, I completely forgot that I did the backgrounds in its entirety. So I'm just like, what did I do?
You did quite a lot,
added more
actually.
colors so that like it mixes with the background some more, and then like more blue. So everything is just blue and purple, and I'm assuming green. Some of these are green, right? No, it's blue. I'm colorblind.
I don't know.
Everything-
They
It's
all look
okay.
like
It's
they're a
okay.
mix of green and blue to me. Like, you know, cyan.
Yeah.
The
It's
middle.
turquoise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is turquoise, cyan, and the fog looks like a little bit green grayish, so it's all together kind of actually.
Yeah, which is
It looks
funny
very
because like
convincing.
color picking everywhere. It's like it's all blue, but then visually they all don't look color theory. It's not something
Yeah,
that I know,
color
but
theory.
color
Yeah,
theory.
it's so weird
Let's just chalk it up to
sometimes.
that.
I hate color
Yeah.
theory.
Me
Me
too.
too.
Color theory is hard. Yeah, and then
It's
for
hard,
the
but it
outer
helps.
ring,
This one's
Yeah.
so shiny.
it is. I like how the folder is still called black and white. Clearly, it is not black and white.
Close.
All right, let
So
me. Just white orb.
Oh, round.
All right,
Oh, I like
so
the
this
sky
one,
in this
I
one.
just went with like typical sky colors, so light blue and then dark blue. I
Mhm.
didn't want to mess too much on it to keep it simple, and also like if Yahi needed, because I don't know how far she would be zooming in or zooming out, but at least with the gradients being so simple, she could just do the gradient effect on After Effects if needed, and then just move the clouds around.
Yeah.
So we have Fire 1,
Fluffy.
which I called Cloud, Fire 2, and Fire 3.
They're just fire, just masquerading as clouds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sand that you will see is also fire.
When
Oh
this
my
fire
God.
brush is
It's all
so...
fire.
The
Honestly,
I'm-
this fire
I
brush,
love fire.
like freaking, I feel like this fire brush is so like it can do everything.
Versatile.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
very
versatile.
versatile.
The
I thought
fire
that was a
saves my
word.
life.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure what this black orb thing was from the reference, so I just called it orb.
It's the hollow.
Yeah, it's the
Oh, it's
outside
the
of
hollow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I probably should have just renamed the layer as that, but instead you just got orb and
Nice,
orb
okay.
glow.
I know what it is.
It's fine. We know what it is.
Then you got the city, which it's very detailed, as you can see. Because I was just like, how far is the city thing? But like the orb looks very big, so maybe the city should look really, really small. So I'll just do it like that. Do you guys like, okay, for you illustrators out there, when you're making a really large photo and then you're just slowly turning off the layers, it's always like the parts that are not seen in like the final version, you're just like, what shape was I going for here? Like,
Yeah. oh
What
my
happened?
God.
so it's
There
basically
was an
that.
idea, and then actually you
looks so
sometimes
good,
just really
though.
lose it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one was a mixture between fire and bricks. Like a brick brush.
Oh.
Oh, like the concrete
Yeah.
brush.
Yeah, so you can see there's a lot of bricks just squares and rectangles and then fire to add like a little bit more texture because I was like, should I hand draw this? It might take forever because I'm not a background illustrator, so I wouldn't fully know like how to make organic shapes. So I'll just throw a brick at everything and set it on fire.
Literally.
That's the whole theme of like my illustrations, just
Honestly,
bricks
it worked
and
out,
fire.
though. This looks great.
Yeah.
For real.
And then we have the ground here, which I don't wait. What did I? Oh, okay. So this one's canyons, and then this one's the ground. I tried to make the ground a little bit less saturated. That way, again, easier to kind of like manipulate, especially since I didn't think that Yahi would really need to do much with the canyon part itself. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just have ground, which is fire and brick, and a lot of these dot things. Imagine if I like hand stippled the whole thing. I think that would be very painful.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Why do
Yeah,
that? It's the modern world. Just use
Yeah,
a
it's
brush.
definitely good to use assets if you have them.
Yeah, I used so there's this Korean brush that I use that
Noise spray.
normally I would use it for like glitter on clothes and eyeshadow. It looks like this. It's very small, it's very pretty. It works so well on gold. Oh my gosh. Like
Oh, I can
if you guys
imagine
ever
that.
have the opportunity to use this brush, I'll see if I can find a link to the brush at any point. It should be available.
Clip Studio.
But like, yeah. But like, it's such a good brush for gold. Oh, sorry, but I love this brush. It's a good brush.
It's good. Make
And then-
advertisement for the brush. Yay!
Trees and
Go.
cactus. You can see I stroked the whole tree. Right here is just a stroke back, like line art, because it's pain. Just strokes everywhere. I didn't want to use pure black because I felt like it would be too much
Yeah.
with the whole
Mm.
background, so I chose gray instead. Cactuses. Like when was it when Yahi showed me the reference for the Outer Ring, I was just like, wait, it's just Arizona. I grew up in
Yeah.
places like yeah, I can draw my house. I don't know much about the game, so like when Yahi pulls up like this, I'm just like, okay, it's home. I'll draw home. That's fine.
I will fight you
Alright.
everything you fight
Take me
home.
home to the place I belong.
I belong. Yes, with you,
Arizona.
Arizona, where you cook pork cutlets outside without a stove because it's super hot.
Oh my goodness! If you
Yes.
crack an egg outside on a car, does it cook?
Oh yeah, so like in Arizona for high schoolers, what quite a few high schoolers would do is like, especially when they got a car for their birthday, they get they put the cookie tray and then cookie dough on the thing, and then they put it on the hood of the car. Then they go to class. Once they finish school, the cookies are completely baked, so you just got like this. Your car smells like cookies, and then you have like a cookie snack that half smells like cookies, half smell like car, but you know it's still a cookie regardless.
A car
like-
key.
Wait,
Yeah,
that
the
is
car key.
actually super smart.
It's great. I never did it because I never had like a car when I was that young, but like my friends offered me their car keys,
Oh damn!
and I was like, wow, it tastes like Monster energy drink because they drink way too much energy drinks. Oh my gosh, they're the type of people that get the like tab things and then like just collect them. So it's just
That's
a bunch of that.
crazy. Makes
Yeah.
sense why Koo likes the fire brush so much. She lived in an oven.
Hell yeah, brother. I love fire.
Kanga gets it.
Yeah.
That's
So I
so
mean like that was
funny.
pretty much it aside from like just adding mood lighting. So there's the cool mood,
Oh, pretty.
and then here's the warm mood, which is darker because it's warm. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I did for the backgrounds. I also was in charge of drawing one of the buildings that was destroyed. I don't know. I didn't. Was it
You mean the
timestamp where it is
tower?
in the? Yeah. So it looks like this. Now, the shapes look weird, but hear me out. Because I was using live 2D, I kind of had to treat it like it's an art mesh for 3D, like Blender.
Ah.
So I just kind of like got this large shape, and then in live 2D, I bended it so that it's the correct shape. Yeah, so
Oh.
So this is like the full version of the tower, but then like each part was actually like broken apart.
Ah.
They even have like a backside too.
Oh,
Just so
that's
then like
crazy.
I can add some dimensions in it, and I'll show it for the live 2D part, which actually
show us the
haha
live 2D.
Segwigwi time.
Uh-huh.
It took me a while to like realize how segue was spelled. I was like, what is a segwigwi? Anyways. So
Honestly, I
okay,
would've
so with
probably
these
done the same though.
beautiful illustrations, it was so easy to kind of like rig and also have it done in animation. I think for each illustration, it probably took me like 5 minutes.
Wow.
You're
total.
crazy! What the
Yeah,
fuck?
correct.
That's so fast!
Cool is
I
correct.
think
Yeah,
it, like
it was way too
because
quick.
if was it all the shapes they're so easy to read, you know, like they're the lines are bold, the colors are very simple, so I didn't have to worry about like making sure everything blended well and nothing weird was popping out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Since Yoon was very careful with drawing those layers. So if you're looking here, it's only a few layers, but it added so much for the animation. And I mainly did these so that it's faster
so
for
cool.
Yahi to kind of like focus more on the composition rather than the animation. So like I did this one, she did like little bouncy thing because road, haha, funny. I noticed that like you added smoke effect in the back,
Yeah.
which I thought was so cool.
Yeah, it
Because
looks
I was just
so
like,
good.
it looks different from the smoke that I had been animating. So I'm like, oh, this moves so much nicer.
Yeah, that's the
He
thing though. When I
added
look
more,
at it, it's
yeah.
like it moves, but then the smoke doesn't move, so it looks so weird.
Yeah,
So I had to like add them.
Yeah, so like adding
Yeah.
smoke on top of smoke, that was super sick though.
It looked
looked
really,
so
really
good.
cool in the
Yeah.
final.
Yeah. But yeah, like all this was very simple because I mean, like it's only a few things that needed to be done, like the hair part. So here you can see like it's just slowly moving. I couldn't do too much movement for the ponytail. Is that what it's called? For the ponytail, because of how it's shaped, and I like how the shape is. It's just, you know, especially
Yeah,
with
it's a little bit
where it
weird
is.
with
It's-
the squiggly wiggly.
yeah, I mean, it's mostly a limitation with live 2D, not necessarily the art itself. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'll do what I can. I think it still works fine with it because I mean, I think people are mostly focused on like down here than
The
up here,
booba.
anyways.
Yeah.
Down
Yeah,
here.
yeah. No, it's for real. Like I watched all the reaction videos, and everyone is just like, "Whoa, the zoom in! Whoa, the zoom in on the boobs! Whoa, whoa!" Like,
I'm
the
sorry
fuck?
for making you do that because you know you wanted
no,
to
that
zoom
was my
into the king.
intention too.
Yeah, so
yeah,
I
I
was
know
like-
that was my intention too. Not gonna lie.
Oh wait, you wanted to zoom into the booba?
Get some
Not
fan
so
service.
much, but at the end when you tell me to zoom in more, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because you barely can see the word king, and you know it's like, you know, I wear this crown because I'm
Yeah.
the king, and then you know you just zoom all the way into king, and you know, on the side.
Yeah,
there's
it's on her
booba.
boobs. What are you gonna do?
I mean, a little fan service wouldn't hurt, you know.
yeah.
I think people liked
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zooming in respectfully.
Free fan
Yeah.
service. Hello.
Free fan service. I mean, we.
In this economy.
I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
showing off part of, like, zooming in part of your art, you know, it deserves to be seen up close. You know.
Yeah. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes things a lot easier to see. Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna definitely move
Yeah.
that panel back down like after the stream, but like for visual purposes, I think this is a lot easier. So with this one, again, there's not much that I really needed to do full-on animation for. It was just more so of the actual animation itself. Unlike After Effects, which you can actually mess with the velocities a lot easier, Live 2D is pain. it's pain. I was just like, I need certain parts to be ramped up, or I need certain parts to be like a lot more smooth. And when you look at the charts for the velocity, it just looks bizarre to me. Like it doesn't work exactly the same way as After Effects.
Oh yeah,
So-
it doesn't.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, okay, how am I like why
It's
are
kind
you
of-
here when the movement was smack dab in the middle? Like what is happening here? Yeah,
That's
so
actually so interesting. Yeah.
oh yeah, like I move each individual part, and then afterwards I just kind of like went in with it. I wish there was a way that I could slow down the animation so I can like talk about it, but yeah, I had multiple versions. So one version was just her eyes completely closed, just in case if Yahi needed to do anything with that. And then Caesar
Caesar. Caesar
like
salad.
yes. There she's like smiling. I tried to like add a bit of like boobage as well because I thought that it was just funny. I don't know, like when I was animating this I couldn't stop laughing. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, the squishy squish.
Yeah, so her opening her eyes and smiling. And then this
Bouncy
one, she tilts her head a little bit.
I love this
Again,
one so
for more
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep using it.
Yeah, because I thought this one would be a lot more. It shows more kind of a 3D movement, which I liked a lot more. But it was based on the scene at the end where their eyes were closed and opened, right? So I was like, okay, maybe I should keep her head still for that one. So I gave you like a separate one just to make sure
Yeah.
that it works fine. And
and
then
it did.
yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. Although I felt bad because you had to add in was it blinking? For both Caesar and Koala. Yes. Yeah, for this one, I think this one took the longest mainly because I was trying to figure out what to do for the shield because the shield was one layer, which is completely fine, but I didn't know like how, because I'm not good with 3D angles, especially with things like this, like shields and stuff. So I'm like, what do I do? So if you actually see here, I do move it slightly where was it the boar? Is it a boar? Pig?
Yeah,
Boar?
kind of like
Big
their
boar.
mascot. So they have Lucy too. She has like boars, kind of like helpers, and the main, the big
Yeah.
daddy, the old leader of the Sons of Kaladin is like a boar furry
Which is Caesar's
dude.
dad.
More furry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like actually a pretty cool dude, but he kind of looks like the Shield actually. So
Oh. Maybe he
But,
is
like-
the shield.
maybe he was turned into a Shield, reborn.
Yeah, you can see like slightly the because I'm assuming the boar bulges out, so I had to like adjust
Yeah.
the mesh a bit to kind of cater to that. But it's so like minimal. I don't think people really noticed that like it was cut or
I
it was like
actually
moved
did.
in a way that it was a little bit more on the 3D side.
Yeah.
I was pretty proud of that because it was
It looks really good.
It looked really well. I actually
Like,
didn't notice
especially if you're
because I
zooming
was
in
really
here.
happy to see the dimension there. It was really cool.
Yeah, and then I tried to make her movement more airy because I felt as though like this was probably going to be used a little bit more throughout the MV. So I was like, okay, don't make her move too much, but also don't make her static or else it would look kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the fighting one where she's pulling the shield in more here, I think.
Yeah.
Or was it? Oh yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
It's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she pulled it closer. Yeah, that was super cool. Look at that.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like whenever I see this, I'm like, face me, face me.
Face me and then blocks it.
It's so cool.
Yeah, this was fun. I wasn't sure how much of the full body was going to be shown, so I was like, I'll animate all parts of it just in case.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I really had fun with animating each of the characters. And then for the ethereal, I just did basic breathing animation.
Yeah, and
I
the
was just like,
arms just
chest
up
needs
and
breath. Chest needs breath.
breathing. Wait, do ethereals actually breathe?
They
I don't
do
think so. I don't know.
But they can also scream, though. I think they can technically. Wait, I never
Maybe.
thought about that.
Yeah, I never thought about it until now.
But they're not really dead, so they're just transformed into creatures. So technically, they should be able to breathe. Because it's not like zombies where their body functions are completely dead. They're actually just reborn into new creatures.
Yeah. They
Nice.
breathe through their skin.
Yeah.
Skin breather.
Yeah, I wonder
That
how
sounds
they
weird.
breathe. There's just a bunch
really
of
Why
rocks,
is that a
right?
question?
Yeah.
I mean, like, looking at it, it's just like,
when
where's
you're-
your
when you're
orifice
gaming.
to breathe? What hole do you use?
What the
Literally, no. Every Zenless player ever questioning themselves from now on: is it breathing or not?
Does it breathe? Does it do photosynthesis?
Actually, I still need to do dailies later. I will try to watch a cutscene or something, and I will watch their chest, and I will see if it moves.
I can imagine just like phone near the ear, trying to hear the breathing sounds.
Oh my god.
Real nerd
All
stuff.
right. With
For
koala,
real.
this was also like very easy to do. I did have a little bit of was it difficulty? Where was it? I'm sure you could probably see it here where like the hair and the hand, where I was just like, oh, I hope it doesn't like show too much in it, because like you can see here like it's sort of breaking
I
apart.
really
I'm just
didn't
like, oh
notice.
no. Yeah, like I just kept it at a minimum because I knew that Yahi wasn't going to be like, bam,
Yeah.
here's the mistake, you know, like let's focus on this hand right here. Fuck the girl. Look at the hand, you know, like, so I was just like, okay, this should still be fine. There's gonna be background in the back, of course, so it should be fine. Like everything should blend in and no one should really notice it that well. But like, yeah, there were some like parts where I was just like, oh, oops. But yeah, I think
No, it's fine though. Like
no
I
one
don't think it's
really like
noticeable
noticed
in
it.
the big
Yeah.
picture. You shouldn't have told us. Now we know.
But it's
I
only
really
between
didn't
us,
see
you
it
know.
either.
No one else needs to know. It's just between us.
That-
Watch
that's
everyone's just
fair.
like rewatching the video, like looking really closely, like, oh, I see that pixel of it's transparent there. How dare Ku, like.
Yeah, you're gonna get a timestamp on the video where that happens now, like on the
Yeah.
MV. They're like,
Literally,
watch
like,
just
this.
like
police is gonna be
screenshotting,
like,
adding me on Twitter, being like, yeah, look at this Ku. Yeah, and then like what koala, her like there's also one of her eyes just completely closed because I wasn't sure if this was needed, but I just kind of threw in as much as I could. This one also like just eyes open this time. I wanted to give her more of a bounce because she's
Oh, I
little
love this
girl.
animation. She looks so cheeky.
Yeah, she looks
Yeah.
really like,
Like
"Ha, I'm ready to
That
go.
grin. Yeah, I love it. And the
yeah,
bounce.
so
it
well.
fits, yeah.
Yeah, so good.
And then I think one of them probably, oh right, like there was one where she looked down and smiled. This one I don't think
Yeah.
was in the storyboard, but I just did it because I thought it was fun.
And it looks so
And
good,
it-
and when I saw it, I put it in the video immediately.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when I saw him, just like, oh, I did that!
Yeah, you did.
No.
I made her grin! Oh! Yeah.
It looks so cool. I really love how dynamic this one looks.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
turned out so well.
This one with the head tilt. I added head tilt for all of them because it just added a little bit more movement, more on like the character side. Like even with the bounce, I feel like if you were going to like smile at someone with this facial expression, you would probably tilt your head a little bit.
Like, hey.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very animatic, I would say. Because like a lot of animatics, they have like
Yeah.
the bounce, you know?
Yeah, it's a very like animatic vibe.
Yeah. I don't know why I have 2 of this though. It's just
One
maybe,
for
think
maybe
it's the
I
same
added in
one.
on accident. Yeah. And then her with the hammer. This one also I tried to make it more on the smooth side. I couldn't make her like fully swing. But I feel like if I did, I don't think it would be very necessary, especially with like the storyboarding that we were going with. But I felt that maybe there would be kind of like a shot of the both of them, like was it Caesar holding up her shield, Koala about to like beat her ass? I don't know. And then the idol version, so she's just kind of like floating off in space.
Yeah.
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 Floating
And
Kalea,
then-
yay!
A little detail that was like very random and out there, but I also did fire.
Oh yeah.
I got part of the
Or
typography.
fire!
This was my
Which,
fault. I was like,
Yeah.
wiggly.
Like,
Wiggly
This-
fire.
you know, the time that I actually needed to draw fire, I did not use the fire brush. I used my mouse.
You're cracked.
Has failed successfully.
That's so
Because
cool,
we were talking about it in VC, and we're just like, oh wait, we should probably add like some kind of fire thing. I think it would be good. I'm just like, while they were talking, I'm just like, I got you, I got this.
Yeah, and I could send it in call.
There you
and
go.
I was like, oh, ooh, fire, woo!
But yeah, I mean, like that I hope that's all I did. That's all I did, right? I'm pretty sure that's all I
Cool,
did.
they are making
Did I
so
forget
many
anything else?
quotes. Cool, they're making so many quotes of you in
No.
chat. Which hoe do you use, Kuyon by 2025? Koala about to beat her ass. Yeah, cool is very quotable. It's amazing.
There was like I had a friend that made like a whole wall of quotes of just whatever things I said. I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness, that would be so fun though. Like having like a quote channel in like a server or something, and then collecting all the silly things. That
Oh my
your friends say.
god!
It's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just like quotes, and then you just type in there like you know, dumb things that your friends have said, and then you just kind of like out of context even just type it there.
Oh hell yeah.
It's so funny.
But yeah, okay, I guess that's all I have to share.
Let's go.
Pachi pachi. Yay.
Please, I want to do projects with you guys again because
Hell yeah.
things ran, at least
was
like
a
from
lot
my perspective, things ran so smoothly and everyone was so like nice and very easy to work with. You know, like we all were very open to like each other's feedbacks and everything. And for me, that's
Yeah.
like that's all that I asked for. But you know, with my experience, like it sounds like it's such a hard thing. Like from other projects I've worked on, I'm just like, this is so smooth. Is something bad gonna happen?
Yeah,
Bro.
honestly, it's kind of sus when things just go well. It's so weird, but it's actually so sad that sometimes you have to think that way. That if something just goes too smooth, you're like, where's the sus part? Like, where's the catch?
Yeah, like I
So
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel like it's like past trauma speaking.
Yeah.
Where we just had to do everything ourselves, and we're like, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, but oh my goodness, that genuinely came out so well. I'm so proud of all of us.
Yay.
Yay!
I'm so super proud of all of us. All right, Yahi, you go next.
Yahi.
Yay! The
Yay.
final one.
Let's
The glue.
go. The
The final boss.
The glue.
You are
The
our
final
god, our
boss.
goddess glue.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. Here. Let's talk about the storyboard first.
All right, hold on. Let me put the screen up. All right, there you go.
Okay.
Your storyboarding is amazing.
This is like the second time I did like a full storyboard, because the first time I did storyboarding was when I'm in college.
Oh.
Yeah. Then
It's
the
so
other
easy to
times
read.
when I do MV, I don't really do storyboards. I just wing it. Because like we said before, I can't visualize shit. So drawing them out is actually pretty hard sometimes, but obviously when you have ideas, when you have the concept, you can just sketch it out. That's what storyboards are for. And storyboard is good. I love storyboarding actually.
Yeah, it gives you an idea of what the entire thing would look like, you know?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And like it helps too, because like this project deadline is so squash, like on my part as well. With the whole music, I have to wait for Nash, and I have to wait for Yoon's art and all that stuff. So the storyboard helped me in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it
Like,
speeds up the
make it
progress
so much
because
faster.
you already know what to do.
Yeah.
You know?
So I remember this one was drawn during the raw, the one that Nash, so raw but full arrangement dot wave. Yeah, so it's like dun, 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 and then there's the bite here, and then there's ethereal. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Then I draw
pretty
the
much got
chorus.
into the
Yeah,
and then the chorus.
this
Like,
one.
you even put in, like, you know, how the stuff was gonna go. Already.
Yeah, I have to reference a lot of stuff too, the idea. This one is kind of funny because I reference Red Hood from Nikkei, and one of her songs is
Oh.
literally called Red Ash, and then I was like, Ashes of Victory, and then this game is called Goddess of Victory. So
Oh
it's just
damn!
a funny thing. Okay,
That's such a
now I
cool
just draw.
coincidence.
I'm actually super bad with pose, and I have to look up so many fighting pose to get an idea
Honestly,
of what I
this
should be
This
going.
is so much effort. You could have just drawn stick figures and let them figure it out.
No! I never worked with Yoon before, so that's also an idea. Like, I don't know what Yoon can cook with what I could provide, so I don't want to just provide a stick figure and let you do the
It would
You
have
gotta
worked though,
trust her
honestly.
more. Yeah.
It would have been fine. It would have been fine.
It's okay. I like more readable things anyway. So this one I designed the pose to be, because I keep looking at Coletta reps and she likes to stand her legs apart.
Yeah, she's always with that alpha male pose.
Yeah, she's the girl boss, actually.
Girl
I think
boss
it's also
pose.
from her story, since she had to take over the company, and since she was so young, and everybody was like, "Yeah, where's the boss? Right? You're not the boss." So probably it's due
Yeah.
to that she's like,
Yeah.
"I am the boss. I will smack your butt," kind of like that.
Yeah, she has to like assert dominance in a way, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, so this is just the first draft of the things. Yeah, this part too. I
Ah,
even
true,
make
I
them like
remember.
standing pose. Now stand in front of you, literally standing in front of
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I like how it retained the white background backlight, fade to silhouette as camera zooms out. It's the same thing. Then the 3D scene, and then this
the
one.
TVs
This one is
and
actually
stuff,
part
holy
of
shit, it
the
was so cool.
first chorus. So this one later on in the final, it became the second chorus. part.
Ah, you kind of
Yeah.
swapped it around.
Yeah. Then the hollow feature. So this is the initial 3 pages storyboard. I did another one. It's more animated-ish, and I know I would kill Yoon with that. I don't want to. I could show that, but I don't have it with me.
Yeah, we had to kind of like
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
I had to like rethink, brainstorm everything again, and just be like, okay, I need to brain it like the. What was it that I said again? The chorus battle style. Yeah, the chorus battle style. So it's the same thing. This part is the same. And then this construction side. Originally, I wanted Ku to draw a construction background too, but at the end, I feel like it's just appear like one scene only though, so just ignore that. Then it's the Koleda.
That is so cute.
My sketch drawing of Koleda.
Yeah, I know, it's so cute. It's so angry.
Angie Koleda.
I have no idea where I found this reference picture, but I just did the pencil effect on it and slapped it on. This part too. This is the one that I took from the screenshot in the game.
Ah.
And I just smash it together.
You just cut the tower into
Yeah.
pieces and
Yeah.
and then make Ku recreate it.
Then the grace. This part is just self-explanatory. This is
Where's
cool
the-
drawing. Yeah, I don't know how to draw bad. Like you see my.
It's so cute.
I don't know how to draw animals.
It's so
bro.
cute. He turned into a cute little teddy.
Honestly, all
There you
four of
go.
them look so cute.
Everybody
in
was
this, like,
afraid of the
in
bear.
this picture.
For real. I love
Yeah.
it. It's so good.
Then the hollow void thing. This is pretty much established already, even in this part.
Oh, your hollow void looks so sick.
Yeah, I was literally wondering the same. I was like, yeah, no. It's such an earworm. It's so bad. You look at the storyboard and you're like, yeah, this is where the song is at.
Oh yeah, I forgot to
Yeah.
explain the storyboard. So like, I noticed a lot of people when they first show up, like Zephyrianna, Ashes of Victory, they saw the Bellow Bog, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
When they saw the beginning outer ring, they were like, oh my god, Sons of Calydon. But then it's all just Koleda and then the Bellow Bog characters. They were like, is this about Bellow Bog? Or am I mistaken? Like they were gaslighted. They were gaslighted. So it's actually, the idea was because when we got the project, I've played ZZZ for a bit and I'm like, I don't think Bellowbot and Sons of Calydon ever interact before.
Yeah,
So I
only
had a
at
hard time
the end of the
imagining what
main
they
line.
do. So with the music going so heavy as well, I just thought like, okay, they are just gonna work together to fight an Iterio. And then they are like both leaders and stuff, so they have a similarity. So it's gonna crash in some ways, but then they have a common enemy, so they will end up working together. That's why the end is a fist bump.
Yeah.
Okay, so it introduced the Bellowbot part, blah blah blah, and then this part is because like I wanted to like tell everyone like Caesar is in here. You're not being gaslighted. She is in here.
Yeah, she's here.
But yeah, then it's all just Koleda, the Iterio. My sketch drawings are so funny.
It's just a round thing.
Yeah.
It's so unassuming. It's adorable.
Maybe some 3Ds. This is the same thing, the Fisher. Oh my god, the Fisher,
Your
I can
hollow
show you.
fissure? Oh my goodness, show us that because it looks
Yeah,
so
Yes,
good.
it turned out so good.
Yeah.
So this one
I
is
wish it
at
had
the
more
original.
screen time.
Oh yeah, I spent so
You
much
should've
time on
reused
it.
Oh, with the original
And to
buildings
see
too.
your
The
animosity.
non-broken ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the background. Look at it.
The nice buildings.
Then this one, this scene, I remember we talked about it, right? Then something about the perspective, and I had to like sketch it out to like, oh, so this is actually what I wanted for the part. So yeah, then it's just a wrestling reference. Woo!
Hell yeah.
It looks so cool in the final this part.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of it.
It looks super good.
I give lots of screen time to Lighter because I know a lot of my friends like Lighter.
Hell
So I'm just gonna flex to their face like, look, I make Lighter just for you. I give Lighter screen time just for you.
Just Lighter being cool. I love your descriptions.
That is just the Sons of Calidon. Oh my god, look at my sketch versus Yoon's final, bro.
No, but it works so well.
It works. It works for the purpose. You know, that's what it's for.
Like, again, that's what I told. Oh, I forgot to show Bernice, by the way. I totally forgot to show the Bernice. But yeah, it actually
the animation.
it worked so well. I literally just could read the poses, and I was like, okay, we got a bored Piper, we got a like really cheeky Lucy, and we got Bernice just being Bernice. So I was like, okay, this is fine.
And it's the ethereal because of the heavy screamo part, so it's just ethereal. And face me. This one I remember I had a different idea, and it's basically the same as the chorus one. So it's the same here, but when we are in the VC and have a discussion, Zephy gave me an idea like the bite scene. I'm like, actually that works. I like that. So I just put it, I'm like, yeah, face me. Originally, I had the idea it transitions from outer ring to the hollow with the background, but it's so much work, I just don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, but you did the, what do you call it? Like the road trip thingy. It looks so good.
Yeah. I will show the breakdown later.
Yeah.
Okay, so face me, don't turn away. This one is like basically introduce the Sons of Calidon, and then it shows that Caesar goes into the same hollow where Coletta is, and that's where they meet each other for the very first time. That's the idea. That's why they face each other here, and then just the zoom in part here from the first storyboard.
Yeah.
And if I fade away, can I count on you? This part is actually but this one is still sees your animosity because that's the original first version.
Yeah, because
of
we
the
just
song.
dumped like random lyrics there.
Yeah, I even wrote like ideas here. The idea here is that Caesar and Coletta meets one another for the first time, and since they are both the boss of their gang, they kind of didn't see eye to eye at first. Yeah. Okay. So, Ashes of Victory. This part is the ethereal, like being a bigger threat. So this one is not in the final, but yeah, it refers to the gunshot that was in the music. So it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean like it this is like, you know, always we can like make changes. That's fine, you know?
Yeah. No, it's just the 3D parts, the motion graphic, blah blah blah. Close, face me, don't turn away, cause finally I've come undone, and then psh,
yeah,
the
and the
anime.
split screen. Oh, it was so anime.
Yeah, that's
face
actually
me, don't turn away. It's just the same
Yeah,
thing.
same thing, and then the
And
ethereal
then this
dies.
one, I like the sketch so much though. It's so
Let's
cool.
go. Yeah, it
It's
does look
good.
really good.
it's really
It's so
cool.
cool. Yeah, and then the
a different
face
ethereal,
is
too.
fading. I draw different ones because I have no idea what the ethereal is gonna look like.
True. I remember. I think you actually sketched a Than. I forgot its name, but it's a bigger one. But it had like this big ass weapon attached to his arm, and I was like, oh,
Really?
I'm unsure if I can do that. And then I went to like, okay,
I'm pretty sure I sketched a random one. I just look at a random reference and just wing it. I have no idea which ethereal I draw. And And this one, the faces fading. Originally, I want to make them like actually face each other, but like, you know what? Nah, it looks better with them solo shot. And a fist bump, which
Yeah,
is so
like-
funny.
like
The
them
fist
Yeah,
bump, the
honestly,
second
I
fist bump.
laughed so much when I saw that the other video. I was
Yeah.
like, oh damn! Literally the same.
It was so cute
That's
to
so
see,
funny.
like, you know, some other group also had the same idea.
Okay, so now I have made a storyboard draft kind of comparison to the
Oh, wait, I need to
full
make sure
video.
that audio works. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Any audio clips of
Should work.
Yahi recording herself rapping? Actually, we do. But do you want to hear that?
No, do you want? No, the bigger problem is that you want to show it to them.
Okay, you know what? I can show you. I can talk about the rap lyrics part later.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
Yahi, let's go.
So, can you guys hear? It's not starting yet.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, the draft. And the storyboard included inside to it. And then the layers. I just did it very quick.
Oh, it looks so cool. I love this scene so much.
The entrance so cute. I,
Baby bear.
okay, the OG, bro. The camera work is all the same. This one is the
Yeah.
Caesar is the placeholder because there's no ethereal yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
The 3D is the first time I incorporate 3D into MV.
It's so cool. I
This
also
looks
love that you had the bamboo on screen at one at one of the
Yeah.
screens. It looked so cute.
It was just there, like being like hi, 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 like just being bouncy. Oh, I love this scene so much.
Yeah, that one is so cool.
Booba zoom.
All the lighter goodness.
Right.
Burners.
Ethereal.
The ethereal, so cute.
There's no storyboard for this part. Yeah, the layering look.
Oh.
Ooh! He was like,
Cool. It's like so many like layers on top of each other.
Yeah.
The reverse just slap it in.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
reversing the video because this is like the breakdown. So
yeah.
if we had more
The bamboo!
resources,
There's the bamboo, yeah! It's so cute and wiggly.
so cute.
It's so cool seeing it side to side.
Yeah, it's actually so wild.
Oh, I love this one so much.
This effect
Like how
is
it
so
just
cool.
Yeah, it
crumbled.
looks so cool. Fist bump.
Fist
Let's
bump.
go.
So yeah. So
So cool.
the parallax background and then the ethereal. This one, the title initially wasn't like this. We
Yeah,
had
it was
to,
kind of like
fix it for a bit.
straight, but I was like, oh, because of the like, I think the reason I wanted them like to the side like that was because of the scan line thingies that was going on. It's kind of like the
Mm.
I think it's the angle of the camera, so I wanted the words to come in from a different angle compared to like the what was happening in the background, you know, with the ethereal and everything. So, you know, it needed a little bit of like visual interest.
Yeah, this. Do not ask me how this bike came to be. I will not tell you.
Secrets.
Yeah, it's a secret.
It's Yahi's secrets.
Special recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, this is originally, technically, it should be a placeholder. But I'm just like, whatever, just use it.
Yeah, I
This
mean, like, that's
background.
like, yeah. I mean, it looks good though.
Yeah. Then this one, originally that's not my idea, but I was like, it occurred to me one day when I was just compositing everything. And I'm like, you know what? I want to decorate it a bit.
Decorate.
Look cool. Yeah.
It
So I
does.
opened up
It's
my Clip
great.
Studio Paint and then drafted like this composition sketch and then recreate it in After Effects. So that's how it was made.
Let's go.
Nice.
And
Yeah, I
yeah,
love
this one, the
it.
3D part.
Is there no sound?
Oh, I just muted it.
Oh. I
For
thought I
some
broke
reason,
something.
no, it's fine. For some reason, when I look at this, when I keep looking at it, I'm like, did I accidentally emphasize Grace?
Did you?
Why is the thing is when you see the original like her in her half body, it doesn't look that big, but when it's cut like this, it emphasizes so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Unfortunately, so I'm
It's
like,
okay
oh.
though. People like
It's
it.
extra fan service.
Yeah, actually,
Fine.
a lot of people focus on it as well. Like, you all keep saying I focus on boba. Like, come on, other people do it too. It's not just me.
True.
It's right there for you to see.
That's why I drew it. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then apparently a lot of people say they like the lyrics, how the lyrics are animated.
Let's go.
Yay.
Yeah. It does.
I
look
actually
really
didn't
good.
like this part at all because the color merged with his.
Oh yeah, but it's fine though. I
Yeah.
think it looks good in like.
I tried to
overall.
change the
Context,
color and
yeah.
it didn't look great either. So I'm just like,
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
think
Just
this
go
looks
with
fine.
it.
This looks fine because
Okay.
like, you know, it's all like the same color theory, you know?
hmm
Yeah, I think it looks
This idea came in later with the defines our essence. I'm like counting like, yo, it's exactly
great. Yeah,
four.
like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then it just transitions to the. I like this part because actually Anton, Ben, and Grace, they are not animated, but only Coleda's hair is. So when it bumps into the full picture, her hair moves. It looks like everything moves.
Yeah.
So it looks so
Yeah,
cool.
that's really
it
well
gives you
done.
like it's kind of like it gives you the illusion that everyone like moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's actually
Mhm.
just Kolida. And she's the focus anyway, so
True. It was really cool.
This
The typography for
one,
this was so cool.
yeah, I know.
the Honor, I purposely make it like fits in like a fire.
Yeah,
Mm.
like you look at it floaty,
Oh,
floaty,
they
floaty.
But you know what? Yeah. This one is pretty much the same. This 3D, I built it. This is the. I think this was the. This and this one was the first 3D scene that I made. I never made 3D in After Effects before.
Let's
So
go.
this is the first. And every time I make a new MV, I'm like, I
Weird.
have to learn something new.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this
yeah.
is something new I learned, which is how to incorporate 3D scenes into After Effects.
Mm.
Yeah, this was really cool to see. Like looking at all the. Yeah, this scene was just absolutely crazy to look at. Also, the,
The hollow, I will show you guys later. The
Oh
hollow.
my goodness, it looks so good.
Ooh. This one, a lot. I'm surprised so little people pay attention to this part because I love it so much and I'm like, I'm so proud of it, but why so little people pay attention to it?
I feel like it's because a lot of people are
We're more
used
focused on the
to this kind of
characters.
like
Yeah, probably.
yeah, people are people kind
Mhm.
of focus on the characters more than
That is true.
yeah, because focusing on composition and things like this is kind of like a MV person or like an art type person thing. You know, we notice these things, but generally when people watch things like this, they're watching the story and not like
Yeah.
the technicalities behind it.
Yeah.
I think like only I watched so many reaction video and only one group noticed this part saying, "Oh, that's the TV hollow part." I'm like, yeah, finally someone get the reference.
Let's go.
It's our victory. Yeah, all these rubbles are 3D as well. I made them in 3D.
Yeah, like they're just
Nice.
floating around in 3D. It looks so cool.
Oh man, this bike scene.
Yeah, oh my goodness, it looks so good.
Yeah, the fire. Wait, where is it? The fire that cool animated. Yeah, there
There
it
you
is.
go. It just
It was for like
appears
one second.
One
So it was just like, we don't really need too much for it. So it's like, all right, mouse.
Oh, that's past it.
That's fine.
Boobazoo.
Oh yeah, the doodles, the little doodles.
Awareness Krampus, I'm the king. Look at
The little drawings
yeah,
were
the
so
little
cute.
I
drawings.
still love this
Yeah,
so
I love
much. Yeah,
it.
so cool.
Like the little drawings, it adds so much to it.
My proudest writer scene.
Yeah, this looks so good.
Yeah, this ones are like pretty much just when I got the line arts from Yun, I just animate it and just keep it that way with the camera roll.
Just kind of like replace the sprites with.
Oh my
the
god, this
line.
effect, I use this effect in your... What was the song again? The first one that I wrote for you.
Stay Gone?
No, the very first MV that I worked with you for. The one for Spirit Box.
Oh shit, I don't remember. Holy Roller!
yeah.
Holy Roller.
It's the same
Oh my
effect.
goodness,
I
it's the
used
same.
the same effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the typography.
The melting text.
Yeah,
yes.
the typography. It looks so sick. I loved it.
I like this transition too
Yeah.
from Bernice. It's finally a common down. Yeah. Man, the expressions are so
I know,
good.
right?
Cool. cool. Ah! It's so good. It adds so much to my
grin.
stuff.
Look at her grin.
It's a lot of like movement. Yeah.
Look at her
Yeah.
grinning.
Oh yeah, I should explain like some of the lyrics part. Why I put them like that too, because like your voice is breaking, your rain is fading. Obviously, your rain is fading refers to Caesar, so like should be Coletta. Yeah. Oh, your rain is fading. Haha. So Caesar said like your voice is breaking. So good. It's
Yeah, I like
so
the
well.
references. If you actually look into the lyrics, it tells a story. You know, with the MV and everything.
Sons of
Yeah.
Tragedy. So many people like this Sons of Tragedy. Like, and then Nash just now just said it was the easiest line.
Sons of Tragedy.
Like, oh, Sons of Tragedy, fire emoji.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, oh, Sons of Tragedy, that hit so hard. And then he's like, oh, that was the most obvious thing I could write. Like,
Oh yeah, the effect here. Do 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 do.
Oh,
So I
love
wanted to
the
like
title thingy.
smack.
Yeah.
It
really
looks so
cool.
good.
We will. People get this reference too with the TV mode. So this bamboo and the ZZZ is from the TV mode in the game.
Yeah.
Face the bamboo, so cute.
Look, cutie. It's also
So
the
squishy.
ZZZ
This one is the
logo there.
memorial square, which is the one that Cool animated.
Yeah.
So I already conveyed the idea to them. Like in this part, I want it to like everything fix into place because it feels like home, and then everything just
Fixes
everything that is
itself.
broken fixes itself. Yeah. So it plays it together.
It's so sick. I love this part gave me goosebumps.
This part of the lyrics, I love it a lot. It's so good. It's such a ZZZ vibe. This line of the lyrics,
Yeah, it hits
and I
pretty hard.
noticed, yeah, they reacted to this line too. Like one Japanese person, they reacted to this line like, "Damn, this is such a cool line."
Let's go.
If face something's abused like home. Hell yeah. Face me, don't turn away. That's finally you come. I noticed my storyboard, they had a more serious face, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine though. I think this turned out great.
Yeah. Yeah, this part is the one where she used the hammer and then the shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they put it away. And then back to idol.
Yeah.
So they are trying to fight the Ethereum together. This part, I talked to the others about it. I want to reference the in-game death animation.
You do, since they're like
Yeah,
crumbling
the
into these
crumble.
chromatic.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
look up videos of the dying animation because I can't remember how it looked
Nice.
like. Then it's a lot more complicated, and I had to just incorporate some elements of it, which is the flashing colors behind. So yeah, and it just crumbles, and he's dead.
Yeah.
They did it.
Yeah, we did it. We
Crushed
defeated the
to
Ethereum.
pieces.
Yeah.
Fist bump.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Woo!
So that's that for the video. Now I can show you some behind the scenes, which is this
Let's
shooting.
go.
Holy moly.
As you can tell, I ripped this off from Cool's background drawing.
I'm just amazed by like
Yeah,
how
like, I want to know how you
much
did it.
like you
So
because like I could never think of this, and the fact that you were able to like stretch the animation or stretch the illustration so far to make it look like something that's actually for animation. I'm like, oh shit.
Listen, I struggled a
crazy.
lot. I struggled a lot on this part. I had to
Mm.
like maul myself to the perspective, but it all worked out. The holosphere, the city. The city is kind of funny because I
Yeah, you
work
zoomed
with
it
the
in so far.
I work with the outer ring, the original background. I didn't notice
Yeah,
the
yeah.
city was shaped like this. Only when I separate the layers, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my god.
I don't blame you. It's just funny.
There's
'cause
like
for me
some
it's just,
extra
like-
lines down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably should have considered that
Look
like
at
you would
that
do something
stretch.
like that. Like,
Oh my
Look at the
goodness.
perspective. Look at the perspective I had to pull.
That is so far.
You see?
Oh, let's go.
Oh my but it made everything look so different
Yeah.
like from each other, so that's really cool.
It's just pain, bro.
Ah, there you go. That's
Yeah, so this one is the road.
that was like
Yeah.
stretched forward. This is so insane to see.
Oh yeah, this one because I think originally I made it like quite flat, right? And then the PIC was like everything is moving. but the background is not. So I'm like, okay, so I have to take it up a notch. I have to do a lot of stuff, which
So you
is
did
make
like a
the
double
texture.
layer. So that's
So
how
So yeah,
you
the
did it.
texture scroll. So it
you just made
scrolls.
Oh, okay.
That's how. That's so interesting, honestly.
So that's how
Yeah,
you made
so
it
it-
look like it's moving. Oh.
This is the original.
Right.
So like this is the flat layer. So think of it
Yeah.
as like in Clip Studio or like Psy, you just clip stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
So so after you clip it, it just moves. Whoa.
Oh, that's
like
so
that.
cool. That adds
Nice.
a lot of movement.
Yeah.
And then these are all just the lines just to add some.
Yeah, the
Kind of
the
movement
speed
guy.
lines. Yeah.
Yeah. It slows everything down, so I'll just turn it off for now. And it's the road. Oh, where's the road?
Did
The
you
road is
also
gone.
stretch the road that you drew? Or
Ah,
did
yeah.
you...
I think I made
you made your
another
own,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, it's here. You cannot see it at all.
Because my road was merged.
Yeah, it was
shouldn't
merged
have
into
merged
the...
it,
Yeah,
but it
I
was merged into
I
everything,
tried
yeah.
to, but I just like, you know what? I'll just make
But
my
also
own.
having
It's-
it like curved would have been difficult to like animate it. in.
Honestly, this looks great though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, this is the same idea. This is the road perspective, and then I just clip it on top, make it scroll.
I had to make the the gravel kind of like shift.
Yeah, to make it
Oh,
scroll like this.
Oh,
This is so smart.
right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I could never have
after
enough brain
that-
power for that.
the canyons. Oh, I think this one is not in it. This is the old one. So this is the cactus part. Let me close everything here so that you can see how the cactus and everything move. Okay. So I made like animations like this.
Oh,
individual.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, then I just
made
loop them.
slide.
Oh my god, that's so
Oh,
smart.
that's
That's
so
crazy.
smart.
That's so wild.
It just becomes small as well, and some small errors happened before, which is like, I don't know, I didn't set the keyframe correctly. So when it goes back, it just becomes small and just flash back here to like this side. Yeah, so I just see it, I'm like, what the fuck? It just flies backwards. Yeah, so this is how it works.
That
So
looks
just
so
animate it and loop.
cool.
Just loop
Nice.
it. Okay. And
This road scene was so much effort.
the smoke.
Yeah.
The smoke, the extra
The
smoke. Let's
smoke.
go.
I animate the smoke. It's easy, just use circle particle. Done.
Ooh. So is that a loop as well?
Yeah, it's a loop.
Ooh.
Yeah, when I first
And
saw it,
it's
I was just like,
Whoa.
it must have been a particle effect of some kind.
I had to use some masking too because
Mm.
it merges with some of the smoke and it didn't look good. So
Yeah.
I had to mask them like this, so it merges more.
Oh, that looks
Yeah, this smoke as
great.
well. Like same
There's so
color,
many layers.
so that
Yeah.
it looks like it's animated.
Yeah.
Cheating.
Holy
I love
shit.
cheating.
We all do.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, this is the doodle that I draw.
So cute.
It is so adorable.
This is the king and then her crown. Oh, this one is a reference to the old Caesar design.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
that was
talk
so
about it.
nice too.
Why did
The
they
crown.
change it though? Like, it
I
looked
think it
fine.
was she had like a lot of booba and like really long hair and like a really big coat,
Yeah.
and I think it's not even probably because the design wasn't on point. It's probably also because the 3D team probably died from that. Because I feel like a lot of people forget that it may be a cool design, but you gotta model it, right?
Yep.
And you gotta
Yeah.
make it happen. And I feel like her initial design was a nightmare to work with,
Yeah.
just because everything was so long. Everything
Yep.
was literally long coat, long hair, long crown, big booba.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was probably
it
a little
was
bit too
probably
much,
a
sadly.
nightmare to like rig the, you know how you have to like rig the bones of like a 3D model and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the physics of the code, you have to make sure it doesn't clip through her fucking booba. You have to make sure
Yeah.
her
There's
hair
a
doesn't
lot
clip
of things
into
to take into
the
consideration,
code. Yeah,
too.
it's a lot of. It's hell.
A lot of work.
The feature. Oh my god.
Yeah, the picture.
Where is it? Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
there you go. The fissure.
Yeah, that
was
one is
crazy.
so
How did
cool.
you
Yeah.
make that?
It starts off like
Is it frame
this.
to frame or was it? Yeah.
Oh, a
With
square.
a diamond.
Just a
Huh?
It's the shape, so it's
Oh.
Ah,
I
it's a
think-
reference. Ah.
I think if you I look up reference to
Oh,
find the
turbulent
color.
displace.
Yeah.
So you so you displace every single layer and stack
Yeah.
them, and oh my god.
Smart.
But this is actually a circle, and then it becomes like this.
That's a crazy looking circle, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the more you
Yeah.
stack, it becomes like this. And then this is just the adjustment layer.
You
More.
put a hole in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, even got the texture with it.
Oh.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, like the middle part, like the
Yeah,
texture peeking through.
the neon
looks
blue at the
good.
front. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's so cool.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love that one. So cool.
Gloms you.
Glump.
What else?
Embraces you. I haven't heard that word in a long time, like glump.
Same.
Oh yeah, all of this is made with 16 GB RAM. My
Oh
old
my
PC
God.
spec.
Oh,
I remember talking
do
to
you-
Ku
how
about
do
it.
you survive with like 16? I do fucking music and I have like 64.
Damn.
64?
I don't know, was it 64 or 128? I don't remember. Hold on, let me try. that.
128.
Oh my goodness, girl, what?
Hello?
I need the RAM. Wait, let me
Oh my
see.
Okay.
god.
Wait,
That's
where is
insane.
it again? System information. Okay. I
City's
have.
tech, man.
Where does it say? Installed physics. Oh, never mind. I only have like 32.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 32.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's still pretty good. So
32 makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made all this with 16 GB RAM, and with this couple work, I sent my PC to upgrade, and now I have 64 GB RAM. Woo!
Let's go!
Let's
Oh, that's
go.
more like it.
Yeah, now
Like, if
I
you
can
do-
work even faster.
Yeah, if you do
Like this
video work,
part-
you do need it. Oh, that
This
looks so
part-
good.
Yeah, this part looks so good. So this part originally in 16 GB is so damn slow. Even like when I put it in third resolution over here. It's so slow, but now it's so fast. Look at it.
Yay.
It looks so good.
This
Those
one I think
transitions,
it
I
was
really wish that you made them slower because like there's barely any time to like enjoy them and then they're gone.
Yeah.
I think this is what I
Really?
like about MVs because I've watched so many of them and I do stop frame by frame to observe them. So with stuff like this, I wish people they do stop frame by frame to look at it as well.
Right?
Yeah.
So cool, look at this. This slap. The effect was unintentional, but it made it look like an eye, which is so
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Right? Yeah, I really love that frame.
Nice.
Like, I was like, ugh,
Really
Yo,
cool. Yeah.
So trippy.
yeah. I think that's it for the video part of the things I have to share.
Let's go.
And people wanted to hear my rap lyrics, rap singing guy. Oh no. I'm pretty sure it's in the no mic.
You want me to play it? Hold on. Can you like tag it? Because if you find it first, because I don't know.
Do I
It's
have them
probably
saved in
music.
my thingy though?
Oh, I
try
can
to
just
scroll through
play
real quick.
it. I can play it off of like Discord, and it will just play. So, is it in no mic?
I'm pretty sure
I'm
it
checking.
is
I
in
think
no
I
mic.
pinned it or something.
Okay, it's here.
Did you find it?
Yes.
Can you tag me? Oh, nice. Okay. I'm gonna play that.
Oh,
Alright,
okay. I was looking
Chat.
at a different one.
this is Yahi's rap.
No.
Let's go. Let's see if it plays.
No. Cringe.
No, you have to. Okay, so do you want to show them or not? Well, what do they have to do to make you show it?
Just show it. I'm proud to write my first rap.
Hell yeah!
Watch the
let's
video in slow
go!
motion.
Let's
Alright.
go.
Yeah, what's the solution?
All right, oh, it's the rap test. Okay, here you go, guys.
I don't
This
even
is-
remember what
this
it
is-
was.
This is Yahi rapping.
Can I even hear?
Yeah, you can't hear it because I'm playing it off of Discord, so only chat can hear it. You guys want me to play that again? All right, hold on.
Yeah, this is the first version
Oh
of
yeah,
the
but
rap
yeah,
test.
the lyrics were different.
Yeah. Like we are still on the writing process of
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I see
wait,
in the
I
voice
scrolled
call with
down.
Nash.
I scrolled down. There's more. Okay, this is the next one. Rap test 2.
Yeah, you know what? Just play everything that you find.
Oh, that's also different. Like so. And then after that, it became this. Oh, that's only vocals. So next one is Nash sending it back. Like so Yahi and Nash were going back and forth. This
Is
one.
it the law?
Yeah,
The
this
law
one is
and-
Nash, and then the
Okay.
file name is like lol with a lot of L's. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna play it. What is this? Oh my god, it's so loud.
Nash sings it with so much power, which is something I couldn't do,
Right,
and
he
I'm
was
like,
like,
holy shit, bro.
And then after that, it was just me popping in and be like, "Oh my god, what is this sorcery? You two are gods." And then yeah, more renditions of them struggling. And then wait, I think this
Oh man,
is
this part is the
Yahi. More anime voice line ish lemafau.
what was that?
I can't tell
That's
what
a great
this
comment.
is.
I'm lost on where you are.
Oh, this is here. Wait, I'll show you. I'm here. So basically Yahi and Nash were going back and forth and being like, "Oh, we're gonna make it sound more anime."
Oh, okay, more
Yeah, and
anime
then-
voice line is.
Yeah, and then more renditions of the lyrics, blah 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 blah. So this file name is DSAFDF33333.
Oh my god!
They gave up on the file names anyway, and then I got tagged on this. Like Nash was like, "Zephy, listen to this." So this was the last one that was sent. Okay, it's probably gonna explode your ears. Hold on.
Yeah, そこよりなとり高速でもよりガソリン勝利まあ僕に I wear this crown cause I'm the king ホムライドの刃砕いてやるこのガイア俺は先人だからもう逃がさね勝負や
I wish we could just ask Nash to rap it, cause I feel like he has more of a fake type vibe. And then yeah, you guys were crazy, and then that was kind of the final-ish, and then I kind of the way I rapped it was a little different. Like I changed the what do you call it, the rhythm a little bit. But yeah, that was pretty much it, and then I crashed out for a day or something, and then I called Yahi. I was like, please help me with the recording. I don't know how to rap. Save me.
I remember Nash and Zephy struggle with the Homura Yadora Yaiba, Kutai
Yeah,
Yaru
it's like
Kurokai.
Homura
Like,
Yadoru Yaiba. Like what
They
is
were like
that?
asking me like, how the fuck do you pronounce this part? How do you sing it?
Yeah,
It's
and I was
really
like,
funny,
Homura
bro.
Yadoru Yaiba, and I was fuck. Like I was just crashing out in chat because I was like recording live with them so that they could tell me if it was okay or not. And then it was like and then I figured out later on that if you slur it, it's easier to read, because if you try to say Homura Yadoru Yaiba, you fuck it up. But if you go like Homura Yadoru Yaiba, it's so much easier to get right. So I ended up going like Homura Yadoru Yaiba, you know, just and it worked. And it sounded great. It sounded very rappy.
Yes.
音速よりなとり、高速で燃えた釣り。勝利その通り。I wear this crown cause I'm the king. I wear this crown cause I'm the king is written by Nash, it's not me.
Let's go! Yeah, you guys work together so well. Like, how did you guys figure that out? That's crazy.
Oh, I remember when we are in the voice call, we're just like trying to figure out, because I was just sitting there most of the time trying to like have ideas of what to write. Like I look up words as well, like let's say fire, and then there's a lot of words for fire, right? Like hono, homura, whatever.
Hono, homura. Yeah.
So originally the homura is written as hono yadoru yaiba. But when Nash sing it, I'm like, why? Like it's slurring so much that it
there's,
sounds
like,
like you
not
are not
enough.
confident.
Yeah, there's like.
So
not
I'm like,
enough
okay, I will
syllables.
change it. I changed it to homura. So homura yadoru yaiba, which is kind of rhymes and it's so good.
Yeah, and it turned out really good. I love the final rendition. It flows so well.
And Shori, this part I'm looking at, it says Shori de Manfukuni. This one is like ViCTØRY leaves me satisfied. This is the OG version, but later on it's like Ness sends it to his Japanese friend to verify, and then it says it's a little bit weird. So eventually I changed it like Shori sonotori.
Adjusted
So
it.
it sounds more rhyme and flowy, catchy kind of feel. So most of the time when we are writing, it's like trying to get the meaning across first.
Yeah.
Then look up like words, which is good for me because like I know Chinese, so I have some idea of what I want. Then Homura Yadora Yaiba. I think this part, it just suddenly clicks to my head. Like I was like Yaiba. What can I rhyme with Yaiba? And then my mind's like Gaia. I'm like, holy fuck, bro, that's such a sick ass line.
Yeah,
Then
using
it
the
becomes-
word Gaia was so cool. Like it sounded so sick.
Like I'll shadow this Gaia with this blazing sword. Like, oh my god, so anime, so
It is
good.
So sick.
That one line was my proudest one. Yes. Even though it's
That's
very
really
hard to
good.
sing, I struggle to Homura Yadora Yaiba Kutaite Yaruko no Gaia. What the fuck
Yeah,
is
it was really hard to say, and I tried so many times. I was like, like I can't do it anymore. I don't think I can do it anymore.
I think you have to practice it a bit.
Yeah, there you go. You just have to like put the enunciation on yaiba. You know, so
Drag it a
yeah,
little
it
bit.
was really hard. Like I tried my best.
我は先人だからもう2回3年勝負や
Let's
So it's like
go.
trying to find words that rhymes with the gaya, the ya. So I was in a voice call literally like just yeah. Like what lyrics should I go for?
Like yeah, I died, but it was so worth it. It was
Yeah,
so
the
worth
dakara
it.
is also rhyme with the yaiba part. That's just how you write the rap lyrics most of the time.
Yeah.
You have to rhyme.
Nice too.
It was,
So yeah.
yeah, it was super fun. But
I'm proud of
yeah,
it.
We did great. I feel like yeah, this project was so much fun. I don't know
Yeah.
how we did this in 2 months.
I'll just put
Honestly,
the lyrics here.
It was
We did it
wild.
though.
You guys try it. The chat should try to sing this part. Homura yadoru yaiba, kutaite yaru kurokaya.
Hell yeah! Go practice in front of the mirror, chat. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, when you practice this part, you're like, oh my god, I can rap.
Yeah, I think this is like the hardest part in the whole rap because everything else wasn't this fast and didn't have
Yeah.
so many like syllables. Kudaite yaru kono gaya. Yeah, that was like super fast. Kudaite yaru kono gaya, you know. Yeah, it was.
I think this is just a fake type thing as well. I reference their rap lyrics, and then a lot of times they just write things like a lot of syllables like that in one sentence. I'm like, holy fuck, bro. I can't fit this all into this song. I have to fix it.
It's okay. But yeah, I think you did a crazy good job. I'm like, yeah, you're crazy. You're insane.
Yeah, it's kind of insane how I actually have a touch on like a little bit of stuff in every row, like the music part, the MV.
Yeah, you're like you
Yeah,
can do
you're
everything.
the magical glue.
Yeah, you're the glue to everybody's parts and
You
stuff.
and me,
Like
baby,
yeah,
we're stuck
you're
like
crazy.
glue.
You made all our stuff look so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's because you guys made it look so good first.
I mean, everyone did their parts, which is why everything came together so well. I'm so proud of our team.
We did good group work. Yay!
Yeah, I hope people like the song. I hope people continue to listen to it because I feel like we released ours the latest. Like everyone else released theirs like last week or something, but chat to support us, maybe to help us have a chance to do more stuff for the Hoyoverse. Share the song, listen to it, show it to your friends. Yeah.
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 Music video, not just the song.
Yeah. Save it on Spotify.
Please save
listen
it
to
on Spotify.
Oh, it's out already.
Loop
So,
it.
hold on, let
Look
me get
too,
grab.
look
Oh
it.
right, it is.
Yeah, it's already out on Spotify, so you guys can go check it out. It is already ready for streaming on Spotify, so save to your playlist. There you go.
Get that song.
Hell yeah!
I'm looking back on the chat a bit, like I love all the inspiration and reference Yahi has in her work. That's the thing though, like I think working in creative field, you actually have to reference a lot of stuff to like get inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's amazing. I feel like, yeah, this was absolutely amazing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I will ever be able to find a team as perfect as this ever again because you guys just worked together so insanely well. It was insane.
It was definitely great, honestly. Again, like I've never had teamwork that went like this.
This well.
Like literally when we were like, yeah, where's the catch? It's literally just because we were all traumatized, as you said before. But this was just, it was so much fun, and I love that there was like no hiccup where we were like, okay, we hate each other. What do we do now? Or anything, or we literally
The
just
worries of micromanaging.
everybody
others,
did their stuff, and we were able to share ideas and to contribute to each other, and it was just really easy.
Fire emoji, the dream team.
Let's
Yeah.
go!
Fire! Wee.
Sounds like you guys were pulling your hair out at some points but having a lot of fun at the same time. Well, I feel like every project is kind of that way at some point because there are always gonna be challenges in every single, like, you know, project. Nothing's easy. Creating isn't easy, you know.
Yeah.
I had trouble singing
Sometimes
some
the
parts.
pain part is the part of the fun.
Yeah, like you learn
Yeah.
new things and learning new things, learning hard things. It's awesome. You know, it's part of growing and stuff. So yeah, I think it's really good. Like I genuinely think that this is absolutely the dream team.
Yay! Pachi. But yeah, I'd sadly have to leave the dream team now.
Yeah, we need to go now.
How dare you.
Actually.
How dare you leave us?
I dragged
I think
dragged the Texas, but
Yeah,
I
I think we're pretty much done here actually. So
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
all right, thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. Do you guys have anything to show?
Yes, thank you, everyone.
Do you want to reintroduce yourselves? Okay, I'm just gonna show everyone another time. These are the people that worked on this team. This is Nash, who is now gone. He went to bed, I think. So that was our music producer.
Night.
And then we have Yahi, who worked on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many things.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
And then we have Yoon, our amazing character illustrator.
The one who turns my sketches into amazing
Into
art.
gold. Let's
I could do it because
go.
of your amazing sketches.
No.
Well, the storyboard was amazing.
It's actually true though, honestly. The storyboard again was so helpful because I could just adapt the sketch ideas and I didn't really have to think about it too much.
Yeah,
so.
you didn't have
Don't
to,
lower
like,
your efforts. Don't
Yeah,
lower
less-
your efforts.
you know, you just need to use less brain cells. But anyway, yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. Thank you so
You
much,
didn't intro.
everyone.
You didn't put yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, true.
Joker.
Zephy did.
Our singer
the
goddess with the magical voice and the insane range.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, I saw like reaction, and there are Japanese people who thought you are Japanese singer because of the
Oh
song.
yay!
Ooh.
I mean,
And like,
I'm
yo,
not gonna
is this
correct
singer
them.
Japanese?
I feel like I mean you know that's the thing. I learned how to sing in Japanese, but I never learned how to speak Japanese. So it's nice that Japanese people think I'm singing accurate enough to to
Yeah,
pull-
think
to,
that
to,
you are
yeah,
Yes.
to pull it off as well
I'm
as
surprised
Japanese.
too.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I have not seen any of those like reactions though. Like you should show them to me. Anyway,
I am in stalker mode and watch
oh my
every one of
goodness,
them.
that's crazy. Yeah, I haven't watched a single one. I've been like super busy this month, and yeah. Anyway, Wingmates, thank you so much for hanging out with us. So this is Kuyonbai, this is Yahi and Yoon
Yay!
and Zephy.
It's Christmas.
It's always
Yes,
Christmas
Christmas
with
in
Yahi.
Go get yourself some, I don't know, Christmas presents or something. But yeah, support the song, send it to your friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm so sorry that, I didn't really we didn't really respond to a lot of things in chat because, we had a program to stick to, as in first it was the music, blah, blah, blah. This was like a program. It was like a planned thing. So it's really hard for us to interact engage, you know, engage like really, how do you put it, like engage very closely with chat. But I'm very grateful that you guys still stayed and watched and, you know, hung out with us, looked at all the stuff that happened behind the scenes. I know some people find this boring, but to you guys that nerded out with us, I appreciate you guys so much. Otsu, thank you so much.
Otsu.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, Wingmates, for being here with us. Yeah, this is not a Twitch stream. There are no stuff. There's nothing for you to like play with on screen and stuff. But it's okay, you know. This is just how YouTube is. One day I'll figure out. I used to stream on YouTube. Now I moved to Twitch, and I'm never moving back because Twitch has more stuff to play with. But anyway.
Yes.
Otsu Wingmates, Otsu Ku, Otsu Yahi, Otsu Yoon. Thank you so much, guys.
Otsu
Also,
everyone.
Otsu Nash, who
Otsu
is, I don't know where
Wingmates.
the hell he is. He's probably asleep.
I think he's asleep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I got Twitch partner. Thank you so much, Unexist.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Twitch
we
partner.
we will celebrate that in a separate stream. But yeah, so this is the end of our ZZZ stream. We made an original song, Ashes of Victory. I hope you guys like the song. See ya. Bye bye.
Bye.
Now we shall ZZZ.
Yeah!